Hey, everybody, we're back with our second episode of the podcast. This is me, Evan. My esteemed co host is back. Hawkeye in the building.
Yo.
150 kids, not children. This is the second episode of our podcast. A little bit different than the first one. This one's gonna be pretty video game heavy. We're gonna talk about what's new, PlayStation, Xbox, probably getting some computer stuff, what we see to E3. Things of that nature, and I actually have a guest on the podcast again, my friend Kyle Lapine, a.k.a. Big Daddy Kyle Lapine, a.k.a. the Pine Master, a.k.a. World's Most Interesting Man. Say hi, Kyle.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Kyle's a big gamer.
I have no life.
He doesn't have a life. He goes to school with me, and we just talk about games and stuff, and Kyle's into the tech stuff, just like my brother. I'm not too tech savvy. I'm just a game connoisseur, I'm a game head, so Kyle will probably be able to give more insight as far as like equipment and stuff. And yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. We're gonna start with Xbox. Hawkeye said he wrote some stuff down.
Yes.
We'll get into the Xbox stuff. I mean, as we know, with E3 they don't really pump too much stuff out besides
E3 has just become more of like a commercial. That's all it really has become nowadays, because I understand we're like, oh, it's cool to get hyped, but it's just a giant commercial. The game's not even coming out.
Yeah, but I mean, they do show new games that are going to be coming out.
It is
and
good.
Stuff. And everyone sits around, they're like, yo, bro,
Well,
Splinter Cell 8, bro.
It's for reveals, right? I mean,
yeah,
reveals.
reveals. And we'll start with Xbox first, because not being a douche, normal Xbox is usually lackluster.
Sorry.
So, I mean, and then we'll get into that. We'll go with PlayStation, and then we'll talk about PC stuff last, because, like, PC touches...
It touches really everything.
Every broad landscape. So, yeah. I mean, we'll just get right into it. What do you got, Spence?
Well, I wasn't that... I mean, I didn't watch that much E3. I just went over some crap. But Halo, the new Halo was revealed.
So you said there was a new engine for the new Halo game,
Yeah, new
right?
engine. Supposedly the prior Halos, even ever since the first one, which is Combat Evolved, I think, they've used the same engine and just modified it over and over to whatever their needs were. I don't really know what else they're going to do different, even with the new engine. I mean, it's probably going to be the same old Halo. Maybe the single player might be a little more
You guys play
extravagant.
Halo 5, right?
Yeah,
I didn't play Halo 4 or 5.
I've played all of them except for like 6. And
Wait, there's a 6th one?
Yeah, there's a 6.
No, Halo 5 is the one out right now.
Okay.
They did the Master Chief Collection
See,
where they...
I don't count. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, Halo Reach. I mean, Halo Reach didn't have a number. Then it went Halo 4. Then it's Halo 5.
I played the first 3. Didn't touch shit after that because, I mean, Halo's super dope, but I'm not gonna touch a Halo game unless like the multiplayer can touch what the third game's multiplayer was. Like, if you guys all get it on PC, I told Nate that I would probably pick it up and play it. Another goal from Japan. We're watching Japan versus Belgium right now, and looks like Belgium's going to lose to Japan. This is fucking nuts.
I feel like some games, though, you just can't play on the mouse and keyboard.
There are some games that I would...
It's just too weird. Like Halo playing with mouse and keyboard would just be weird.
Well, to be fair, unlike you guys, I fucking suck on the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve.
Like,
it is.
And I've had my PC for a couple years now, and like, I don't know. I get busy with school and stuff, so it's not like I just sit down on my mouse and keyboard and practice all the time. I mean, I play PUBG with you guys, and I get smoked, and then I watch you guys play. So
my thing is, since I've been playing console for probably like I'd say 10 years now, and I've been playing controller.
Is that like half your life?
Basically. Well, actually, no. It's 1 year off because I turned 21 this year.
Oh shit! Whoop whoop.
So my thing when I've got a PC, it was a weird transfer because I had a controller. It was an Xbox, but I hated the Xbox, so I got a PS4 controller that goes on my PC. And I started playing it, and I played some games. They're just like Hawkeye said, there are some games that I can play with the controller, but there are games that I just cannot.
And you can watch your fat midget porn while you play video
See,
games, right?
I have 2 screens, so I can accomplish that.
Word.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, I love my PC. We'll get to the PC stuff later, but Halo. So you guys don't want to be playing Halo on PC. Like, I mean, if we all got it on PC, we'd all play it, but you prefer to play Halo on the controller.
Yeah, I feel like Halo's a game you could probably play even on PC, you could probably play with a controller and do
Well,
fine.
yeah. Well, you got to
The only
remember
thing
the
is
people
aim
on the
assist.
the people on the mouse and stuff too.
There's always an
Isn't it
advantage.
coming over
but-
to? Isn't it coming over to PC just for the fact because the Windows
Well,
store?
that's what I heard. It was coming to PC, right?
with Microsoft, everything's on Windows 10. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the games, a lot of the new games, like Sea of Thieves and
So
State of
Halo's
Decay.
new engine. What do you expect? I mean, let's keep it G real. Anyone that really still plays Halo for the story just doesn't know what a good story is. Like, yeah, the original story was dope, but it's like, fucking Master Chief, you think he's dead, now he's back, bro. What's he gonna do
It's-
next? He's like the most bland character ever.
yeah.
And like, yeah, he's a badass, but like, they got to make the multiplayer good if they're gonna drop a new Halo with a new engine. No one cares about the story.
I call him a blank slate kind of character because they can really do whatever he wants. It's like, hey, he can go rogue. Oh, hey, he can be a hero.
Well, obviously,
you
he
know,
can't
like,
get laid. He's in that fucking suit all the time.
No, it's like, no, he's more interested in a holograph female. It sounds
Cortana get that work, that hologram
that,
ass.
that fat ass. You know, we gotta, you know, you got back.
Oh no, Japan says for my country, about to fucking score another goal. No,
Dude.
penalty. No, they didn't go.
Oof.
But so okay, so
with the
Halo-
engine though, I don't think maybe the graphics will be better.
Yeah,
but
I mean, what can you do to the
yeah,
gameplay
the game-
with the new
yeah.
engine? That gameplay
It's
is
not
always
like
been the same.
it's not like the game's been awful, like unoptimized or anything. Maybe the big team battle, which is like
I think
tanks and all that, might be a little bit better. But
Oh, okay.
I
the
don't
two
know.
modes I'd ever like play on multiplayer was deathmatch, the OG deathmatch,
OG
and
Deathmatch.
zombies.
Slayer.
Because zombies was actually fun.
Are you talking about Call of Duty?
No, there's an actual.
There's a
game
Halo
mode.
Zombies.
Yeah, there's a Halo Zombies. Where how it works is
I didn't know
it's
that.
called,
What was
it's
that on
flooded.
5?
It's like Horde, maybe kind
Yeah,
of.
it's Horde. That's what it is.
Oh, it's Horde.
What it
Yo,
does is
Horde,
you kill
I
them, they
gave
turn
Horde
into a
was the
flood,
truth.
and they can come and
Right.
attack you. And then
All right, so what do you got next? Halo. We got Halo 6. We'll see how it
Fallout.
does.
Fallout kind of falls under every.
Yeah, Fallout falls under everything. I'm excited for the new Fallout game.
it looks pretty interesting. I'm just worried. My thing is, I'm wondering because it's just like Rust. They're trying. I feel like they're gonna do
which
it.
I have never played, even though I
Which-
own it.
Yeah, I have it too. I
But-
played it like once.
Rust is kind of a different thing, but it's survival, and I feel like the Fallout thing, like just the fact that it's online, it makes it like I'm more of a very like cooperative kind of player. I like to be with friends. I like to talk because as a human, I know I'm part human. I thought I was part computer for a while.
What the fuck? The fuck does that even mean? Anyways, go ahead.
But I can't play by myself.
All right.
I can't play by myself for the fact that
Why?
it's unless it's like a really story driven game and like
Fallout usually is.
It is. I've played Fallout before.
Fallout 3 is one of the greatest stories in gaming.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Bitch.
played the third one. I've played New Vegas and I've played.
Oh, New Vegas is
I've
good too,
played
but the
4.
third one's the best. 4 wasn't that good.
I mean, I feel like the thing is now that like you can actually fuck with other people. That's the
I
thing.
was just out here.
I
Let
am-
everyone know I'm in the area to fuck with
See-
all of you.
See, I'm that kind of person that's like, I could be nice, but I could be a dick. So I'm that guy in a base that's like has a spin wheel. It's like half red, half green. If it lands on green, I'm friendly. If it it's on red,
Okay, so
I'm dead.
Here's my grievance with this new Fallout game. I'm more interested in it than I thought I would be when I heard the concept. They said that there's only going to be 32 people per server. And if the map is as big as they say it is, 32 people, it's not going to be that bad. I think you could build your little bases and run around and play the missions. And if you want, you could probably go it alone and play with some precaution and not get fucked up by people. My thing is, Fallout has always worked great as a single player. There's never been an online Fallout like this. My concern is it gonna... I think the concept of this online is dope for Fallout if it's done right. If someone chooses the option to try to just play the game by themselves regularly, then if someone chooses to play it regularly, then I
Well,
hope
is
it
the
lets you do that. Like
yeah,
I
is the
hope
game-
like it doesn't fuck with you too much. Like
It's
those games are meant to play by yourself, decision making, the crafting, and all those other things. And it's always been a solo game, so it's like what we talked about with Skyrim. Skyrim Online,
yeah.
I could not fucking stand that they made an MMO version of that. Why didn't they just do it like
World of
you can
Warcraft or anything.
4 people on one map, and you can all roll around and like fuck shit up or fuck each other up or whatever you want, but not too many people, and it's still story driven. You can hang out by yourself. I'm just curious to see as to how this plays out with Fallout. Like, I'm interested in it. If it looks good, I'll probably buy it.
Beep beep, nerd incoming. So also because of how many players are on there, it takes such a ton of time just to render everybody, because it lags the server to pieces. Because say like if there's 100 people in a server, they have to render all that out. They have to do. There's like so many systems, and of course Bethesda has big servers, yeah. But if it's say you don't have that good of a connection, and you get on and you pay money for it, you're not gonna really get on. I mean, like Hawkeye, you can agree with this one, right? Just because there's so many people, it could actually slow down the whole server, and it you know lags everybody out.
Well, I know the Elder Scrolls Online, the MMO version. I think it did pretty well in terms of performance. I didn't play it on console, but I know people play it on console.
I'm sure it did
So I
well
think they have-
money-wise because all the nerds fucking playing it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
I mean,
came
dude, I'll
more
tell you
popular.
what. I bought Skyrim on my Amazon Echo Dot at home. I love that. I got
Oh,
it
that's
on
that
my
new.
fridge.
Supposed
Listen,
to be
man,
a joke, then it
You
turned out
could
to be real.
Spencer, can you set it up so I can see the actual thing about it?
The what?
Switch it to the server. No, yeah, down. Yeah. So, my thing is, people love these MMO games, and I think these MMO games are garbage for most of them. For the most part, they're pretty bad.
Ashes of Creation.
Ashes of Creation. But my
2020.
thing is, these MMO games, you could just take an MMO base stock, brush any coat of paint over you want. People are going to play those fucking games.
Yeah.
Because, like, World of Warcraft sucks. It's for all the fucking nerds. I know a lot of fucking people play it. Millions of people play it. But it's like, I knew people were going to play Elder Scrolls because people love Elder Scrolls, and then it's MMO. All the nerds are just, like, fucking beating off.
But with Fallout, I wonder if they say it's fully playable by yourself. I just wonder if if the game's not gonna make sense if you're playing by yourself, like in certain.
Oh yeah, like.
Just wonder how they're gonna make it.
Right. Yeah, I'm
The
interested to
missions
see.
and all that.
Like, it's a weird thing. Like, it looks dope, but I'm just curious to see. We're going to have to see more
Will
of it
there be
before I
a-
make up my mind.
Will there be like a choice that like you can actually like go in it alone? Because like say like you have like your own map or whatever. Because I would kind of like to see that, just for the fact that. My opinion. Okay, let me make sure I'm actually close and not losing. I'm just seeing over here.
Speak into the bottom of it.
Oh, the bottom?
Yeah, like
Oh.
right there.
No, he's been good.
You've been good.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
All right, I'm sorry. Sorry for all listeners. I'm
They
kind of
say you can play it by yourself though.
like, okay.
But that's my thing is, like, all I'm saying is this. Fallout's one of my favorite game franchises of all time. Fucking better do it right, Bethesda. Don't fuck it up. If I want to play it by myself, leave me the fuck alone. And let me play it by myself. The thing is, since it's online, how much time did they put into making a good story?
See,
That's my thing.
remember
Like, this,
Bethesda
I
did.
guarantee you the story would be fucking dick. And I'm sure all the fucking jingoistic, like, redneck dudes can be like, fuck West Virginia, fuck Fallout. I don't give a fuck, man.
Are they gonna have like?
yee.
Is there gonna be like bosses and stuff around the map, like
I-
MMO?
Yeah, that'll be
It-
nerdy
it'll
as shit. That'll be
probably-
dumb.
Like everyone has to go fight
mean,
a boss or something.
I look at game like here's the thing. I like
Fuck am I
MMOs.
talking about? I'm a fucking nerd, but
I like MMOs, but my opinion is that like World of Warcraft, I played it,
love that ass.
but like my thing is like here's the problem I see, is that it's $15 a month. I'm like I don't want to spend $15
Wait,
a
what's
month
$15 a month?
wow.
on WoW.
Oh,
World of
yeah,
Warcraft,
I
yeah, it
forgot to
costs
make
money
you guys
to
play
play, and
for
it's
that
like
garbage.
If that's your only game you play, then
yeah,
it
it's like
makes
why
sense,
the hell
but-
would I spend like I like one of my best friend plays it. I'm like that's fine.
I'd like to know what the
But-
the bankroll for the dude that fucking owns World of Warcraft is.
Activision owns it all.
Yeah, they're probably making some
do
serious
they?
cash.
Yeah,
thought the-
Activision Blizzard. That's the company.
I thought that it was because I know back in the day Activision actually came up to them and said, "Hey, you want to give you money?" and they declined it. That's what I thought.
I think the company is just Activision.
So what we got next? Fallout. Looking forward to Fallout, but
Very. I just hope that the
I
story
just hope
is
they
good.
don't. I hope they don't fucking fuck up what Fallout's supposed to be because
Oh,
they
yeah.
want all these fucking nerds to fucking pull each other's dicks on the fucking
Oh yeah.
internet.
One more thing too, like on the story, like what he was basing off. My thing is I'm hoping that they have missions that you can go kill one player, but I don't want like to have
Well,
missions
they said some cool concepts. Like apparently, if you're in a server, there will be a passcode split up, key cards that'll be riddled all over the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could collect all of them, you'll have access to a nuclear hangar with a silo somewhere, right? So say if the word apparent, I'm just spitballing here. Say if the password's like break, those will be scattered all over a server, and you know some people might find them, some people won't. But like I could be fucking sitting there with the B, R, and the E, and then Spencer could have the A, and then the K could be just like sitting in rubble somewhere. But if one of us gets our hands on all of them, you can start lobbing nukes at each other. That's one of the things in the game. So,
dude,
that's fucking
so
interesting to me. Like, that sounds dope. Like little things like that make me go, okay, this might actually be good here. They might not fuck it up. And like there are a lot of things that I don't like that Bethesda does with the games and stuff. Like I think they go a little bit overboard on making the maps massive and putting all the shit in the game instead of making the gameplay quality. I'd rather have a map be, you know, medium to large size.
This map is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Then the map being fucking
it's 12, I think,
massive and not having that much to do in it. Now, I thought in Skyrim, the gameplay sucked. And then I thought a lot of the missions were kind of repetitive. But, like, other than that, like, I like the lore. It was fun. Collect the stuff, build up. I like Skyrim. Do I put Skyrim in, like, the pantheon of great fucking games?
No.
Like, no, I don't. But
Tom Howard's coming after you, Evan.
Tom Howard's a fucking G though. I need that coat he was wearing.
Dude, so yeah, but also I have a thought. I could see you just like you got the nukes and you see Spencer's like, huh? Spencer's got a little
I would
rinky
never
dink
blow up Hawkeye.
No, you see like, oh, this one guy is just messing with you. Be like, oh, this guy's got a rinky dink. Just blow the whole thing up.
Yeah, like you could do some shit like that.
Eat it,
But
but I don't know, like, because if you have
it would be cool if you could make factions. Like, what if you could make your own fucking faction on there, like a gang,
I'm sure
and you could accept people into it, and you fucking build a fucking settlement, and you can just go fucking rape, pillage, and plunder other places and stuff.
Dude, that'd be, I mean,
enslave people and fucking, or be good. You could be nice, whatever you want to do.
Would you say it was though? 32 people.
Yeah, it was 32 people. Like all of us can roll in a unit, DZ gang or die, and just go fuck people up.
No, what's the deep dive? This is what it's called.
No, we haven't figured out a full name for it. I was thinking
whatever
either
name
Keep
it
It a
is,
G Real
the blank gang.
Or you talk about the podcast?
No.
I haven't fully named the podcast. No, I don't know. We don't know. The game's not here yet.
I know.
So
I'm just saying.
what we got next?
Oh, I got one thought
What were you
about
gonna say, Spencer?
Fallout. Like, they say they have dedicated servers. I'm just wondering what the progression is. Like, if you play a game like Rust, or if you play a game like Ark or any of those games, the servers don't really play the game correctly most of the time. Like, everyone's just killing each other and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just don't get how are you going to play Fallout? Like, I feel like the only way you can play seriously if you play single player or just with a few of your friends, if that's possible.
Right.
So if you have 32 people, I don't see how that.
I don't know. We'd have to see how big the map is. I mean, I guess
I
guess you're gonna want to get it with friends that are serious about playing it, so that like you can watch each other's back and not get fucked up. I guess I don't know.
I mean, with Rust, it's just you have to have friends because to play single player.
Rusty cheeks.
Yeah, you basically will get rusty cheeks if you play alone.
And those games, like when people are offline, like your bases could get raided and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
like right now I have a.
Oh
I have
yeah,
a pretty
so
big base.
so they could do that and get in things like Rust. If you're not at your base, they could fucking just raid it.
Even if you're at your base, they can just kill you repeatedly and destroy your.
Because no one owns a server; it's just dedicated.
Well, I know
there are player-owned servers too, but
in Rust there are player-owned. They're just in modded or
community. Remind me at the end, Kyle.
Yeah.
I have a passionate rant I need to go on about Star Wars. Remind me that at the end.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Okay, I have next Crackdown 3, which I never played any of the Crackdowns.
Okay.
I played the second
hyped.
one, and I actually did. It was...
What do you think about Crackdown as a whole?
I
think Crackdown's overrated. I think Crackdown's overrated. Frontelli loves Crackdown. But Frontelli's the type of gamer where he finds a couple games that he could just play all the time, and when he's in his downtime of his job, he just gets on his Xbox by himself and plays stuff. Like, he's one of those dudes that plays Rocket League. You know, I've never played Rocket League. No, he plays online, but...
People are serious about that.
Yeah, I've never played Rocket League, but Crackdown has always just looked like a watered cop version of, like, GTA, and the environment blows up, but the game never looked enticing to me. It just doesn't look that good.
It looked, like, chaotic and, like, corny, like Saints Row.
Some Saints Row shit. That's what it reminds me of. I've never played the second one. I played the first one a little bit, and then I was just like, meh, I'm good.
Alright, so my thing is, I played the first and second one. The first one is it's a lot of like it's like exactly you described it. It's exactly like that. It's a watered down GTA with Saints Row mixed together. My thing is,
But you play as cops, right?
Yeah, you play as a cop, but the progression is stupid as hell.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
even work. Like they know that no one plays it for a story. The story is awful. There's like 3 gang leaders you gotta kill, and then the second one it's like, oh, you gotta defeat zombies. And after I think like the first 3 minutes, I got bored because I don't know if they implemented the cheat system. I couldn't find it somehow because that's exactly why you played. You play the cheat system. It gave you everything. There were like portable nukes, everything you could mess with. But that's the thing though. It just becomes a point where why would I want to play a game when I could just go and play something fun? It's like with Reggie and Nintendo. It's like why play a game if it's not fun? And this game to me was just boring because all I do is get in, turn on the cheat mode, blow everything up, get the fastest car.
Oh, and to be fair, have you watched gameplay on it, Spencer?
No,
Everyone's
I've seen the
like-
trailer with Terry Crews.
Everyone's
or
like, oh man, the destruction. The destruction in that game is shitty and corny. Like,
I've
massive
seen
buildings
better.
will fall apart into like 14 pieces. It's like, yo, that's not good destruction. Like, it's
14
not
pieces?
even, yeah,
That's
like,
it?
a big-ass building will fall into, like, okay, so a building's supposed to just get demolished and disintegrate into billions of pieces. On that game, the pieces, like, the building will just fall into, like, 20-something pieces or some
Belgium
shit.
scored.
It's shitty as fuck. Well, Belgium scored here. Let's see if they can turn the tide. Japan's giving them everything they can handle. Oh, we're all going to die, folks. The world's ending. Earthquakes. All that shit. It's probably a flood warning. So, yeah, Crackdown. I mean, you got anything about Crackdown, Spence? None of us are interested.
No,
it
I
seems like.
really don't know anything about
What's
it.
next? We got next for Xbox.
The only thing I'd actually like even like buy it for is just the fact that Terry Crews is in it.
Was
That's because I
he
love Terry.
flexing his pec muscles?
Dude, I love Terry Crews. Okay,
Who doesn't?
Dude, have we seen Deadpool yet? Deadpool 2 yet? Has you guys
I've
seen that?
never. I don't
I
watch
haven't seen the
superhero
Oh
first
my
movies, man.
god, it's not a superhero movie. It's literally
Alright.
a guy being a dick the
Yeah,
whole
all right.
time. I love
Yeah, all right. Next.
it. All right.
I don't know anything about it, but I know Kyle. You're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
Are they-
no.
I'm not gonna, for Evan,
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
gonna say-
No, Kyle,
Are they-
you're a
hold on.
I was
guest.
gonna say this.
You're a guest. You could talk about your Kingdom Hearts, but
Okay.
guess what?
But aren't
This
they
is an
just
adult-
remastering it?
This
though?
is this is the
I'm
third
gonna-
one,
I'm just
third
gonna-
installment.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
in the
I'm gonna
game.
touch it lightly this
I thought
Let's
it was
be
like the
real.
same-
All right, guys. I'm sorry, the power has been going out here. We were just talking about Kingdom Hearts, so we had to recover it and restart it. But essentially, Kingdom Hearts. Spencer and I don't get two shits about Kingdom Hearts because we're not 5. Kyle loves that weird ass shit, so he likes it. So Kyle's pumped for Kingdom Hearts. Spencer and I aren't. Just to update, Belgium tied it up with Japan. I don't know when watches
I
soccer.
always,
here, so.
I always wonder about the people who play video games call each other nerds and stuff. Like someone like D's. If you
There's
if
definitely
you brought
levers
that-
to Nerdstrom.
If you brought that game
Yeah.
up to D's, like Kingdom Hearts, he'd probably call it corny while he plays Fortnite all the time.
Yeah, Fortnite. First off,
Fortnite's
Fortnite
Let's
sucks
not-
and is
Fortnite's
nerdy.
just as cartoony.
Fortnite's
just
dying.
fucking-
I want it to die. That's all I wanted to
So
do.
what do we have next, Spence?
The Division. Sweet.
Ooh, this is gonna be
Uh,
a saucy hot take.
Can I say this before we start this?
Yeah.
The voice actors were atrocious, and I loved it. It's
You talking about the Division, the first
yeah,
Division?
the second one they brought back the awful
they did.
voice
Oh,
actor.
okay.
It's like, oh, Johnny, go left. No one says that. No one talks like that in games. It's so weird. You have businessmen, you have people who you pay to study the system, and you bring back these guys? What, they do it for free?
So, the Division. Yet another game that I can't fucking stand. And yes, I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that, does it look like it turned down a little bit, Spencer?
Yeah.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah, you're good.
One of these guys, I don't like the Division. That's another one of those games. I'm telling you, man, all these dudes out here that just buy everything. The Division was one of those games where these friggin' guys marketing these games, the dude that's made these games, these game makers, they pull the wool over everyone's eyes and they do these trailers and make it look like some. The Division was nothing but a stupid cover-based game with no fucking story, and you ran around and you just collect fucking scars and acted
Here's
like
my
people were
review
good
of
at
the game.
shooters. Yeah, that first Division game, me and my buddies played it, till like level 20 or 30 or some shit like that, and yeah, we got to the point where we could play in the Dark Zone, but I wasn't impressed with that Dark Zone shit. Wow, you just kill dudes and steal each other's shit and collect book bags and shit like girls. That shit was trash.
Well,
And we all know the second division is going to be the same fucking game, just a little bit crispier, probably a shit-ass story. They're going to gloss it with some new features, and it's the same fucking game. Same thing Destiny 2 did.
I think it's a genre that console players aren't used to, though. That's literally what all MMOs are, is grinding for gear and stuff like that.
But my thing is, if you're gonna make an MMO with guns, the only way that it looks even feasible,
Golden guns.
No, is if it's a futuristic game.
Yeah.
Because that game's supposed to take place in like a dystopian, not dystopian, like a fucking, the world is almost ended, there's a virus, right? It's real people on the ground with tech. It takes 1 to 2 bullets to kill someone. That was one of the biggest things that annoyed me about that game is like, you mean to tell me you're going to make a fucking game where everyone's bullet sponges and dudes take 1,000 shots to fucking die?
Yeah.
That's not realistic. You could do that with Halo or Destiny because you're shooting fucking aliens. But like there's something to be said for realism. I know everyone goes, oh, it's just a fucking game, bro. It's just a game, bro. Yeah, but like, it doesn't take 1,000 shots to kill someone. That's one of my biggest gripes about the game besides every other gripe because it's trash.
The thing is, like you're saying, it's realism. The thing is, because a lot of these games try to be realistic,
or they try to act like a.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. Like in reality, if you, I don't want to be gruesome. My thing is, if I pull a gun, I'm gonna get arrested immediately.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Oh wait, wrong thing.
This is a future where everyone's fighting. There's like factions, whatever. What I'm saying is,
if you take 1,000,
if you're
bullets,
not
you should be
making
a
a futuristic game, bullet sponges, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Call me stupid, call me fucking picky, whatever, but that dude just got kicked in the nuts. The bullet sponge thing doesn't work for me in that setting. It's corny as fuck, and the game sucks. What do you think, Spencer?
I'll probably end up playing it, honestly. Nate
Kills
plays
time.
it. And if...
Remember, you can always take it back.
It's like...
It just wasn't that good. That first game wasn't good. And all these dudes are like, oh, fucking shooters, bro. They're the end-all, be-all. That game does not test your skill on a stick. Cover-based shooters don't test your skills on a stick. All you're doing is there's 2 mechanics. You're peeking over shit and shooting at people. Like,
when we get to Destiny,
doesn't make sense to me, man.
Hopefully we get to Destiny and just touch it. My thing is,
we're not talking about Destiny.
I know, just to me.
Fucker.
Hey, let me explain. Let me say something, okay? Okay. So the thing, I feel like
Destiny,
a jerk.
though.
I'm so sorry. I don't want.
Just talk, dude. You're not a
I'm
jerk.
very
Stop
weak.
doing that. Shut up. Say what you want to say.
My thing is with Division. That game was called a Destiny killer. When you realize that Destiny was already dead.
Yeah, what
it's
was
a
there?
boring ass game that
what
I
was there to
played.
kill about Destiny?
Seriously, like here's the thing, like
Destiny
you
sucks.
grind. Oh, the grind. Oh,
to be fair, Destiny's the first Destiny game, the PvP,
it was dope.
It was dope. Because
it
it reminded me of Halo.
The thing that got fucking weird was the fact because in Halo everyone has the same guns, but like with Destiny you have to go out and find these guns. So the thing is, someone could have an overpowered weapon in the match when no one else has it. And that's kind of bullshit.
That shit's kind of stupid. It's like, I found this gun somewhere, and it's just way stronger than your gun. So no matter how skilled you are or good at the game, I just got to touch you with this gun, and you fucking die. That's corny as fuck.
Yeah, but
I don't care what anyone says.
That's why like it stopped from being competitive.
That's big in the Division. Like,
that's what sucks about the Division.
Types of gear sets and stuff. But in the new Destiny, a lot of the stuff's turned off in PvP now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, the PvP,
everything's balanced.
Destiny had a straight up like PvP.
Matter
you're
what
on a
gun you
map,
had.
small map. You're just fucking shooting at each other. Not
Rumble
roaming
was the
around.
best mode. I don't care what anyone says. It's one versus everyone. It's everything better.
The first Destiny's PvP, I played the fuck out of that because I got Destiny with my white PlayStation.
The thing Division definitely has on Destiny is the content. Like Destiny released. We're already talking about DLCs before their game was even out. They released their game with nothing on it.
Oh God, no! Don't even remind me of that. It's everything. I feel like the best Destiny was the vanilla, just for the fact that vanilla, you get in, everyone is at the same level. You didn't have to have a DLC because what shot everybody in the foot was say I played the regular one, but then this new DLC came out. There's cooler guns, there's better guns, the power levels are higher, so I'm paying basically to be better at the game. Why should I, as a consumer, spend more money on a game?
Consume that ass.
Pretty much. Why should, as a consumer, should I spend more money to play a game that I invested time in? Because it's a thing, because it's one of those things where, let me explain, because I know I have my brain keeps like
You're good,
cutting.
dude. Keep going. You're good.
My thing is with Destiny, the fact that I would say get max level and then another level come out, but I had to pay to get to the level, that's pay to win.
Ooh.
I don't care what anyone else would say to me. It's pay to win, because if I didn't buy the DLC, there'd be people in PvP that just wreck my ass.
That dude faked
because,
that. By the way, he faked that.
Yeah. So they would just like, they'd kick my ass, and I'd be like, well, shit, now I have to spend more money.
Especially on a game you paid for. It's not like a free to play.
Oh yeah, it was like
Where-
$60
yeah.
at launch. At $60, it was at launch. It had a great concept. At first. That's what made me excited, was the concept and how they could pull out. And it was Bungie, because I knew Bungie would do it. But the fact that they did this, that they screwed everyone over, that's not acceptable. Not in the community. I say we boycott it.
You tell him, Kyle.
I say we boycott. I mean, I put like probably over
Boycott
1,000 hours into Destiny 1. And I've done
put 1,000 hours into the first
yeah,
Destiny?
because all I did was raiding, PvP.
Holy
I did nothing.
The
Fuck.
problem with Destiny though is
That was like
I
back when I was 16
literally-
and I have a job. So
when it
Wow.
came out, I got it at midnight or whatever, and I got, I don't know, was the max level 20 when it first came
yeah,
out?
max level
I
20.
got 20 as soon as that same night. It was like
That's because
stupid.
Hawkeye's a savage. That's
Well,
why.
I
at
mean,
least-
literally, if you just did bounties and everything and you did it correctly, you could literally level up. I think one character I had, I just did PvP. All I did was PvP.
That's all I played, PvP.
Yeah,
I played that story for a little bit, and I was like, yo, this is fucking garbage.
It was. It very much was. But the original story was so much better. They had more characters. They had
Yeah,
more
I'm
ways.
talking about the first game.
And I'm talking about the first game. That's what I'm talking about, too. They had that. They cut it all out. They literally took it, scrapped it out, and said, make something. And they literally felt like they had a quest where you'd get a crest of Alpha Lupi as a chess piece. You'd actually save this person
Guadalupe?
of Alpha Lupe. Yeah, dude,
Lady
Guadalupe. Woo!
Okay. I knew a
Guadalupe.
girl named Guadalupe once.
Dude, so like, yeah, but with so with Alpha Lupi, there was an actual person, is a person you could talk to. These characters, it's like Fallout. These characters had lore. These characters were
I was
built.
popular. I was #1 over the whole school.
Dude, you know what? They knew my name.
Okay, so let's move on from Destiny.
Yeah,
What do we
yeah,
got?
I'm
Or,
getting a little
not
too-
Destiny, fucking...
The last thing with Xbox, Microsoft's struggling. Their
Cuphead.
PS4's sold double the amount of units.
Don't tell people that, though.
So
Pretty much.
Microsoft bought a bunch of indie companies, like 5 of them. They bought the people that made I can't think of all of them,
Cuphead?
but they bought
Cuphead!
they bought the company that made State of Decay.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
Yo, I heard State of Decay 2 was a steaming pile of dog
Yeah.
shit.
It wasn't good. I played it, and I was on the 10. I did the thing where like you pay $1 for a month to try the games out.
The Game Pass. or
Yeah,
whatever.
I did that. I fucking
Yeah.
hated it. It was awful. It was garbage.
He's had to have been fucking beside himself.
They can't get away with these boring. It was way too boring.
And the thing is, like, here's the thing, like Sea of Thieves. Let me just
I
talk
can't
about
wait to have the Diesel on here, by the way.
Diesel.
Oh, yeah, the Diesel.
He didn't even play it, so
Oh, well.
I thought Nate played it.
he played it. I mean, he didn't grind it like he. I
Oh,
think he
well,
was
yeah,
gonna.
because it was
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, with freaking, so, like, State of Decay, I played the first one. I played for a little bit. I never got past the trial. It was good. But it seemed to me like zombie games are kind of just the same.
To be fair, that first State of Decay game was trying to do something. I felt like they were going about making a zombie game the way I feel like
It should be.
these guys making these games should have been going about, building stuff, fucking hiding out supplies and shit like that. But
Sounds.
whoever was making it, there was things they were missing. They just didn't go about it the right. They had the right vision, but they just couldn't execute it in ways.
But I think if you think about it, it's all like instance, like in the fact that when you build something, it instantly just builds it. But it's only a $30 game, so
I mean,
Right, at
they
least
kind of
it's
get
that.
it. There's
Only
not
30
there's not
bones.
much to it.
I mean, you only gotta suck off one guy to get $30. So
Hey man, it ain't gay for pay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
hey
gay.
man,
Hey.
they gave your clothes in your eyes.
Listen, as long as you don't look each other in the eyes, it ain't gay. All right.
But yeah, that's all I got for Xbox. They're trying.
Yeah.
They must be trying with something with all these little indie
They-
companies trying to get a game out
They're
there.
trying to get
All right.
something great, but okay. Before we go,
Oh,
Sea of
and then
Thieves-
obviously Forza for all you car people
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
I don't like the Horizon
They keep making the
ones.
Forza games.
Why?
I mean, I don't
They
know
don't
how
even
much.
sell.
Like, it's like, yo, go get rich and buy a car.
who buy. I don't get.
I'm not playing another car game until they make a dope ass Need for Speed. I ain't playing another car game until they make
Tony Hawk
Need
Pro
for
Skate, that's all my
Speed
important.
Underground 3. Okay, I'm not playing a car game until Need for Speed Underground 3 comes out, and then obviously the new Halo games coming out, or not new Halo, the new Gears of War games coming out. Who could have fucking guessed that? So yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on to PlayStation. We'll move on to PlayStation. Let's go to what we got
First
here.
and third one were the best ones. The Gears of War.
So the first game we'll talk about is the Crew 2. Now the Crew 2 isn't
I played the open bit or the closed.
Never touched
one
it.
of the betas.
Isn't the Crew you can like go from like water to land to air? Or
The
some
new one,
shit?
the new one you can.
The
yeah.
new one you can.
Hmm.
How do we feel about that?
There's
I'm not into that
off-road.
shit.
I mean, if
I
you're
have-
into racing, you can
I ain't gonna play that shit.
run around
I-
with your friends and stuff. But
Just
See,
scroll
if
down a
you're-
little bit.
If you're one of those kids who has like Adidas shoes all the time.
Ooh, here's one we can talk about.
Oh, We Happy Few? Oh yeah.
So
I
this
know
is a
nothing
game
about
I'm
this,
interested in. We Happy Few. Does it say when it's gonna be coming out?
August 10th this year.
Okay, so August 10th.
3 months.
I've been wanting to play this
Or
game.
3 months. 1 month.
I'm into shit like this. It reminds me a little bit of BioShocky.
oh, BioShock was
I love
good.
BioShock. It's one of the greatest game franchises ever. It reminds me of BioShock. Does it say who made it? Is it the people that made BioShock?
No, it's not. It is
It looks just like it, in my
It
opinion.
looks like it, but it's not.
So, We Happy Few.
Compulsion games.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Compulsion.
We Happy Few is this game that reminds me of BioShock. And you play as this guy. I'm spitballing. I don't know for 100% certain, but you play as a gentleman who's like trapped in this weird ass town where everyone wears these masks and they're all addicted to drugs. That's a goal for Belgium. They just won.
oh yeah,
that was crazy.
They need to take this drug to survive.
Yeah, they're like
basically.
the people are addicted to some drug that just makes them fucking play and
It makes
bliss
them
and ecstasy. They're like happy, but I think if you try to leave the town or whatever, they don't want you leaving. Like you become one of them or some shit. They're like
Well,
start to go
it's-
violent.
Based
Right.
on this,
Think
it's,
yeah.
What's it
it's
say?
set in a fictional city in Britain in the 1960s, and you play as one of the few people who doesn't use the drug, and you see the world for what it really is. What
Oh
it says.
yeah.
Right, but they start to turn violent on your ass, and it looks
Well,
dope.
because it's a for them, it's a utopia. You see, and
And anyone that infringes on their point of view of the utopia,
Right.
they want to kill.
Originally for Xbox,
yeah.
so Xbox lost.
So like basically,
Loss of
Kyle will go there and
exclusive.
fit right
they
in.
what?
It was originally for Xbox only, but now it's headed to PS4, so Xbox lost another exclusive.
Makes sense.
Huh? Lol. But
He goes, lol. So yeah, we Happy Few looks dope. I'll be interested in that. What do you guys think?
let me think about. Like I gotta say is We Happy Few. It looks. I know you're a psych major, and
Something like that.
Psycho.
yeah,
Yeah, psycho and a psych major.
yeah. So, what for me? What's
That's part of the reason why I want to play it. The psychology behind the game.
yeah.
It's interesting. It's probably going to have some weird like nuances into like trying to say something about psyche and things like that. Just kind of like how remember that game I was playing, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. That was a sleeper game last year. I loved that fucking game.
My thing is like with a game when I get into a story, my favorite kind of stories is more like when you're with the mind.
Yeah, me too. I like a
because-
story. I like something that makes you think outside the box, forces you to care and think about the game. That's why a
When-
lot of these gamers just they don't get it.
Like with my favorite the thing is I like to find story that you actually have to find, and like okay, I don't want to say this on the podcast, Dark Souls, for the fact that
See, I'm not.
I know,
get what you're
but
saying. Dark
yeah.
Souls though, man.
Dark Souls was it's a very hard game. Not gonna touch too much on it, but
I like those games, but
it's
and I'm gonna sound like a douchebag here, and everyone goes, "Oh, bro, it's just because the game is so hard."
get
and,
good, bro.
Get better at it. And it's like I just don't like the clunkiness, the way those games move.
Mm-hmm.
I played Bloodborne. I played fully through.
It's just it's literally just timing based.
Yeah,
game.
it's like how
Everything's
skilled.
yeah.
What do you mean you have to be super skilled? All you have to do is play those bosses 100
Time your
times.
dodge.
Figure out what combos they move, and then just play accordingly.
See,
I don't think it really takes any skill that much to be that good at those games. I played the third one fully through. I liked it, like the bosses, but I don't know. There's something about those games. I don't like the clunkiness, and it's like, you play the boss 100 times. It's like rinse, repeat, move left, move right, dodge this way, hit them, and it's just like I think they're overrated, and there's a lot of pretentious douchebags that love those games.
See, I have to kind of disagree with you in that one, but my thing is, I like that game. But here's how it goes. So if you start down a dungeon, it's not as heavy. But when you're on life, when you're close to death, you have the lowest health. And you're up against the boss. You're tense. Your adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah.
Of course, for a game, right? But
Which one was it where you actually do start down? And I played them all. I didn't finish all of them. Which one was the one where you start down in the dungeon and the first boss
First
you
one.
see is this big ass fat dude swinging a hammer and
that's
like
the
the
first
cathedral?
one, the best one.
Okay, so let me tell you something. They talk about those games that were that hard. I didn't fucking die once until the second time you fight that dude.
I know that game. If you up the difficulty, I think people do that. It's like it gets really hard.
And then
pretty
Bloodborne. Bloodborne, it took me forever to die in Bloodborne.
Like
But,
you said, it's
I
all
mean,
timing,
whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just.
And
it's
that
when
was
you
like
cut
the
it
first time
down.
I played it. It took me a while to die. I'm like, I thought this shit's supposed to be hard.
But now the story, for one, you gotta look for the story, and you can make your own. And that's what I really like about some things. Things that, like you say,
There's going to be a
have
story to be written if you keep
Yeah.
pulling on this fucking cord, Kyle.
Oh boy, I'm not scared.
Keep talking.
But no, I'm more of into I'm very into stories that like have some plot holes, but not major ones. Like
Why would you want plot holes?
not plot holes. Fucking what's it called? It's like there's pieces missing, but there's no plot hole missing.
Anyways,
like, I can
keep
make my
talking.
own pieces. So, just so that because I don't want to continue on that. On that, what we were talking about, I kind of forgot.
Dark
halfway.
Souls.
Dark Souls. Okay.
That's not the topic that we're
Oh,
at.
we're-
We're at
oh.
Spider-Man, but
we're in
we can keep
Spider-Man.
talking about Dark Souls. if you
Okay.
want to.
First off, Spider-Man's the glory child of Marvel. Sorry. I know a lot. There's a debate.
Is there?
No,
Is there? I don't know anything about superheroes. I only like two superheroes, so
What are they?
Wolverine and Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I'm not into
Who
the.
the fuck's Nightcrawler?
Fucking Nightcrawler, the little fucking dude who could fucking
And no, Spider-
teleport. Psst, psst, psst.
Oh,
Venom's dope, too. There's a new
Oh,
Venom
that's what I
movie.
was thinking
No,
of. Venom.
I don't
He's
know.
not a main character. He's like a side. He's in the X-Men, fucker.
No.
The Nightcrawler, Night Stalker, Nightcrawler, fucking Richard Ramirez. I don't fucking know.
They keep
his
coming
name.
out with Spider-Man movies, right? Too. I didn't
I don't
know it was
know.
that popular.
So the new Spider-Man.
I didn't think
Alright.
it was very popular.
Gameplay wise, this new Spider-Man looks fucking amazing. And Spencer
Better than the
and I-
GameCube version.
Yeah, Spencer and I used to play the dope ass open world Spider-Man game back at the GameCube.
Yeah, it was actually
Wait, the
pretty
We
GameCube?
thought
sick.
that
It
was
sick.
awesome. We loved that game. You could fly.
I
and
played on the
spin
brick.
around, and the
Just-
guy's like, I can hear him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played on the brick, man. I never
But
had a
fucking-
Nintendo.
So the new Spider-Man game, I'm not into Spider-Man games, but if I don't, or superhero games, if I have everything I don't want to, that I do want to play, beat or whatever, I will definitely rent this on GameFly and play it because the gameplay and visuals alone for this game looks fucking amazing. There are things where the gameplay and the visuals are dope. I'll give it a crack, even if I think the story sucks. This Spider-Man game is one of those games.
So
My-
another PS4 exclusive.
Oh, don't tell people there's PS4 exclusives though. Is it the Spider-Man game's a
Yeah,
PS4 exclusive?
That's crazy.
No shit. No
Dude.
wonder D's came to the
Well,
dark
because
side.
Sony
Probably
owns
wants to play
Spider-Man, you know,
Spider-Man.
right? Sony owns Spider-Man.
Dude, fucking Nate's probably a closet Spider-Man fan, like he's a closet Drake fan. So, thoughts on Spider-Man? You play it?
I've never played a Spider-Man
Kyle, your
game.
corny ass is
so-
gonna play. What are you talking about? Kyle's
He's
like,
gonna
well,
play,
you know,
he's gonna
actually,
play
Peter,
Kingdom Hearts. But
Peter
not
Parker
Spider-Man.
was born in 1992.
Hey, you know what? Okay, let me go on a small rant here. Okay,
he was
For
too
one-
scared to tap Mary Jane's ass. That's why he's
Okay.
down with the fucking rich dude.
Okay, well here's the thing. Okay,
Turns out I know more about it than I thought.
no, but there was an actual dispute with Sony because the problem was Sony wanted to change Spider-Man until Marvel came and said no, we don't want that happening. So what Marvel did was they killed Spider-Man off in the comics.
Oh shit.
So that's where the
Conspiracy
Ultimates
alert.
and Doc Ock actually took him back.
So Sony owns the Spider-Man
Yeah,
character.
Yep, Sony owns
crazy.
Spider-Man, but because they
So-
own the big movie screen Spider-Man.
So eventually, Hawkeye will probably dabble his toes in Spider-Man when he comes to the dark side and gets a PlayStation.
Whatever you get, I can
Yeah.
play at that point.
Oh yeah, true.
Can't you,
Whatever
like,
I
game
get,
share with
yeah, we
that
can game share. I'll game share with
Yeah.
Hawkster. He'll play
You
shit.
should game share with me if I get PlayStation 4.
I can only game share with one person, dude.
Yeah, choose me.
It's alright.
What the fuck you talking about, motherfucker? Donovan was like, "Yo, man, you think you could game share with me?" I don't know what it
the
was.
best person to game share with.
Who?
D's. He
D's.
buys every game, doesn't play them.
D's buys every
Nuts.
game. You'll put, the minute you touch a game, you'll have more hours logged on.
It's like,
Um, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I thought that's on both platforms though.
Probably is.
I don't know.
I don't think this
It
is.
is.
I don't think this article is for exclusives.
I'll be right back. Keep going. Thoughts on Shadow of the Tomb
So
Raider?
Shadow Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, the third adventure in the rebooted franchise.
Okay.
I haven't played one since they rebooted them. I remember
don't
the PS2 brick girl on the PS2 or whatever back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not really into Tomb Raider. I've only played the definitive edition, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. For the fact that like I kind of feel that it just I didn't know. I had this feeling I didn't like it. I don't know if it's because like they're trying to do so many things at once or something, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I think the best one was on GameCube or PlayStation. If it what was, the one.
I don't remember. We had the one on PlayStation though back in the day.
First off, let me tell you guys something about Tomb Raider.
I know I haven't played them all. So.
Oh no.
I've played every fucking Tomb Raider game.
Oh gosh.
I fucking love Tomb Raider. Great, strong female lead, which we'll get into that discussion about this whole thing that's going on where everyone's like, fucking girls games and all that stuff. And I'm on the fence about that shit. We've talked about it before offline, but
Never with me around.
Tomb Raider is dope in these new Tomb Raider games. I think they're not perfect, but I think they're good fucking games. I'll play this new Tomb Raider game. Lara Croft has been in video games since I was a kid. Tomb Raider 1 and 2 was dope, dude. You could fucking do handstands on the side of ledges and jump and fucking land on lions and hit the water running. And
Well, I think people are saying it's going to be tough because of God of War, but I don't think that's very...
I don't think that's relevant. And to be fair,
Yeah.
I haven't beat God of War yet, even though I was playing the shit out of it. There's going to be no replay value for God of War, if you're being honest. And God of War, so far for me, is not in the pantheon of greatest games of all time. It's a good game, but it's a phenomenal game. It's one of the best games the past couple of years, but everyone was like, fucking God of War, bro. It's fucking over, bro. Greatest game ever made, bro. If you don't have a son, you don't understand, bro. I'm raising a man, bro.
What,
It's like,
God
shut
of War?
the fuck up. Yeah.
I
Guys, God of War is great. I haven't finished it yet.
I
So
like
Tomb
it 'cause
Raider, what does it say on there, Blizzard?
It just says it's the third adventure in the reboot since they started making them again. But it talks about God of War, of course.
It's not
saying
the same
that
company that makes it, is it?
No, but they're saying it's going to be tough making a game like this in the God of War, when God of War
God of War's
exists.
out.
When God of War basically just
But I feel like
annihilates
It'd be dope,
everything.
though.
I feel like it says it has a huge hill to climb if it wants to be like God of War. People say God of War is like the best game ever, though. So
Yeah,
I've
been
I
seeing
mean,
that.
I gotta
I've
say
played
something
everything,
about that.
and it's definitely
got
an
a-
all-time game, but it's not.
It's got a serious fan base.
I have to say
Yeah.
this. My personal thing is I love Greek mythology. I love Norse mythology.
Yeah, I love all that shit.
And that's
too.
what really like got me into it. What I don't like is that I understand like what you're saying is like I don't know what son you said you don't have a son,
You know what it's like, bro.
bro.
I'm trying to raise a fucking.
No,
I'm trying to raise
it's
a
not,
king
bro.
over
It's
here,
boy. It's a boy.
I'm trying to raise a king, bro. You
It's
don't
boy,
understand,
not
bro.
bro.
I got a different connection in this game, bro. Me and my son, we fucking kill shit with axes too, bro.
Me and my son go to a pipe where we just bring axes, bro.
Yo, my son and I killed a snake in the lake the other day too, bro.
Yo, bro.
You weren't there, bro.
But there's a problem with everyone comparing.
I like how it's
everything.
just playing right there and we're making fun of it.
You don't have to compare every game that comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
don't
don't think
gotta
I don't
compare
think
games.
they're very.
My problem is this: people aren't objective when they critique these games. One thing I can always say about myself is, whether I like a game franchise or a game or not, there are things that I'm not biased about. Like we all know my favorite game is The Witcher 3, right? My favorite game of all time. There's shit in that game that I didn't fucking like either. The gameplay's fucking trash in it, in some ways. And that was things that annoy me. Some of the combat shit, the fucking horrors, the running around, but things like that. Like, I come at things from a bunch of different angles when we break these games down. Like the consumer side, the creative side, and I just think that people are just so acceptant of shit. People just are sucking fault, like the Division, Destiny. People don't understand that they're putting fucking fresh coats of paint over shit that they've done, and they force it down your throats, and all you motherfuckers eat it up.
You can only play what people put out, though. I think that's the problem.
True.
There's nothing else is being nothing else is being put out.
But there's a
for
lot of
people to
games
play.
that people don't give a chance, and like people feel like I was getting like people were like watching like what the fuck are you playing when I was playing Senua's Sacrifice. Sorry
did
that
I
I have
watch you
attention to detail and I care about a story
That's like
and
a
I
niche
fucking
game,
think.
though.
Bro, why are you
But I'm
playing
just saying-
Sinuous Cell? You should play Fortnite.
Yeah, play fucking Fortnite, bro.
Play Fortnite,
It's
man.
like, okay.
Me and my virgin ass playing Fortnite.
My virgin ass. Anyways, Tomb Raider, we're all probably going to play Tomb Raider. Now,
A lot of these games are coming out.
this is going to be a sore subject for the fans.
Oh boy.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, let's
hold
keep
up,
it a buck.
Hold up. Can you hold this? I'm gonna go. I got Call of Duty in the bathroom. BRB.
All right, let's keep this a buck. We're all going to play Call of Duty 4. Black Ops. Maybe not Kyle. Because we like to play shooters and we like to play them with our buddies. And just the fact that for me, Call of Duty is a time killer. If I have all the other actual good games beat, I will sit down and play with my boys. It's fun to talk shit to people and shoot at people. Everyone has it. Now, I've been trying to, since we play them all, I've been trying to give Call of Duty a little more props. And I'm trying not to be fucking pessimistic all the time. For the most part, Call of Duty is trash, but I like the Black Ops games. But I don't like what I see out of the trailers for this new Black Ops. Spencer, this is Spencer's area of expertise, so we'll let Hawkeye talk about Black Ops.
They're letting people uploading videos. Like, there's lots of gameplay, and people talk about, well, it's pre-alpha. That doesn't make sense because the game's literally coming out in 3 months. So it's basically the game people are seeing right now is what the game's going to be. I mean, people say it's like has Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 movement because you can like dolphin dive. I think you can dolphin dive.
The dolphin dive.
Either slide or dolphin dive. But I mean, it's Call of Duty. I didn't like World War II that much. I haven't played Call of Duty a lot since.
I liked World War II, but we got busy and like stuff like that. But like to be okay, so
I don't like the guns. That's why I won't play the new Battlefield either.
I want you guys' opinion on this.
Okay.
Because Call of Duty's gameplay is like glorified paintball.
Hell
Black Ops games and Modern Warfare style games work really good on Call of Duty because nowadays, unless you're sniping at dudes, combat is close quarters, breaching, going through buildings and shit. You're always in each
Rainbow
other's
Six
faces,
Siege,
shooting each
a
other.
perfect example.
Yo, Rainbow Siege 6 is dope.
Do you have a
The
PC?
reason why
How do we
Call
play?
of Duty, it's hard with Call of Duty to do the big wars because they were massive fucking battles that expand over battlefields that have big areas. That's why I loved Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1 so much. Was Battlefield 1 was fucking dope. One of the best $60 I've ever spent. Adam and I played the shit out of that game
Battlefield 1?
because it was the closest you could get to feeling like it was like a video game real battle. Like
A
it's
realistic
huge.
actual thing,
Right,
too.
Call
Like,
of Duty
it wasn't...
like paintball. So
there was like...
it didn't feel.
wind
I
shit.
liked World War II. This last one, I liked the game because it was World War II and we had fun playing it. But it just
No, it was World War 1.
World War One. We didn't. It didn't feel
It was
right.
the Call of Duty was World War II.
The Call of Duty was World War II.
It's
It
literally
didn't
called
feel
World War II.
right playing it on those tiny little maps and just playing
Maps.
glorified
It has to be the worst
paintball.
maps ever.
Yeah, they. Oh, speaking of that, the map structure, worst maps ever. You can't play search on that game.
Yeah, it has to be the worst.
You can't.
Maps.
You can't play search and
Black
destroy on
Ops
that
2
game.
is the best game to play search
You
and
couldn't
destroy.
play search and destroy in that game.
I could.
Hey, because we're moving. No, you couldn't because it's.
He's,
all-
he's talking about Black Ops 2.
no,
Two.
Yeah, Black Ops. I'm talking about World War II. Call of Duty game just came out.
Oh, wait, which one?
You
was
couldn't
it?
play search and destroy on it because every map just had 3 fat fucking lanes and dudes would just snipe at you.
Yeah, those
couldn't
maps.
sneak around.
You could have
Those
like
maps
one or
suck.
two of those maps if they're made good. Like,
I-
but you need little divots in those 3
Yeah,
lanes.
there's
like
got to be divots and
Invasion and Modern Warfare
pathways.
2 had 3 lanes, but there was the coffee shop, the movie store.
Dude, Spencer remembers all this shit. I don't. Yeah, dude. You're right,
Invasion.
the coffee shop, yeah.
So, and it's just you need. I don't know. The maps were very. Supposedly they scrapped the game they had before and made that game with like a year. So
But yeah, so Call of Duty Black Ops 4, we'll play it. Spencer's
coming out a month earlier than normally.
yeah, come out a month earlier than normally.
That
Now,
scares me.
Spencer,
No single player.
Spencer, no single player. That'll rub people the wrong way. Spencer's secretly a high level first person shooter player. He could easily play like pro, but he just doesn't. I don't know why
too
he
hard to
doesn't
get into.
stream.
It's just too hard to push you up a money down just to even get into like
And
a...
you need players who are just as good as you.
Yeah, which
To
Yeah.
show other people.
I'm
you're good.
not, so I can't help him there.
I mean, do you want me to join? I can help. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
so
there for
Call
moral
of Duty
support.
Black Ops 4, it looked like trash to me, but I mean we'll try it out. I mean I got GameFly, so I play everything.
Let
We'll
me
play it.
let me put my voice into this.
Yeah, go
'cause-
ahead.
So my opinion is I've always had a personal hatred to the Call of Duty fandom.
Me too.
Not for the fact of like the game's trash, not for that, but it's because of the development cycle. Because you realize that, like, it's every year they're coming out with a game. Every year.
Pumping them out.
They're just, like, pumping out, like, when, like, two rabbits are fucking. Huh? What?
But the one thing,
Like
there's 3 different developers
Right.
though for each game,
The other thing is, though, is just...
or for each cycle.
It's whatever, dude. Totally.
It is, but the thing is, my opinion is, they should take more time. They shouldn't... Of course, I understand it's a business, and they have, like, probably have, like, 3 other games in development right now, but they need to take more time, because I feel that the Call of Duty, like, area that I would play is more... Of course, let's be honest here, no one played for the story. No one did.
No,
I'd be
surprised.
No one played for it, but the stories were pretty good.
There's
In the earlier
motherfuckers
versions,
out there that cried when fucking Soap died or whatever the fuck
No,
his name
it was Ghost.
Ghost. Fucking what was
Okay.
it? Modern Warfare 1 or Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2.
The fucking story mode. Who
That
was
was
it
actually
that
good one.
died?
story
was-
modes were good, but
Story mode was
I think
good,
Soap
but-
did.
Yeah,
did
some
Soap die
it
in
was
that?
Soap.
Or
Fucking,
you deagled the guy.
they're
at the
like
end or something like that.
Soap. It's like, yo, go fucking cry in your fucking sperm somewhere. I don't.
But instead
Boy,
of single
so-
player,
so-
They're all right, but
Go
like,
cry to your, like, otaku weeaboo girlfriend who exists only on the
Weeaboo?
internet.
oh, jeez, that was wrong. All right, so scroll down. Let's see what else we got. We got more
Yeah.
shit because
but
you know
one thing
Sony's
about Call
going
of
hard.
Duty, the
Sony's just been kicking everyone's ass at E3 this year. Like,
Wait, but Spencer, what's the difference? Can you explain something to the folks? Because you need to explain this to me. What is the difference? Like, why do we go to this website and it shows us games coming out for Sony? Does that mean Sony developed this, but it's on both platforms?
which game?
Call of Duty 4. Is
No,
it
they
just
have
saying
it
it's
rights,
on
but-
Sony, or do they have rights? Or like,
It's
why
on
does it
both.
not say it's coming out? It is coming out on both. You
Yeah,
get
I
what
think
I'm trying to say?
I don't think this article, this website's about
It's
exclusives.
all right, yeah, just all right. Games. that
But
are
the
coming
one
to
thing about
PlayStation.
Call of Duty, there's no single player, and they're coming out with a battle royale. So we'll see how that plays.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
oh my god.
Word is Battlefield is coming out with a battle royale.
Oh,
I
and
think-
here it
speaking of
is, Battlefield 5. Okay.
so people are gonna like my take on Battlefield.
Okay, can I say something before you do? Just
Have you
'cause
seen
I want to
gameplay?
say something. This is
I have
very...
not seen game. Oh no, I seen
There's
a couple
people,
trailers. I haven't seen too much gameplay of it, but
My personal opinion
Spencer,
is...
you can exit off this up here, the buff streams.
Oh man, so my opinion on Battlefield 5 is I'm not gonna like it. For one, as I like history, and of course, you can be mad at me for my opinion. You can hate me for my opinion.
I think I know where he's going with this.
But my personal opinion is I don't like the game for the fact that
What do you mean? I know what you're gonna say, but what do you mean that doesn't mean you're not gonna like the game or not? Here's gameplay right here. We're watching.
Yeah, that's open. I think it's open
So
beta
are
right
you
now.
gonna
or
tell
closed
me
beta.
that you don't like the game because there's a bitch with a claw hand running around sniping at dudes?
basically, be honest.
Okay.
yeah.
Wait,
So-
you're
I
mad
don't-
that
it's
there's
the-
women
it's
in the game?
base-
Okay, so
yeah, it's
Now I'm
call me-
happy we came to this.
Mhm.
So explain yourself.
My opinion is, I want as a game that's based off World War II, it has to be as accurate as it can, because if it doesn't, then it's not It's not historically accurate. You cannot have a game and say, "Oh, it's historically accurate" when there's a female out in the trenches. Call me a sexist or whatever, but my
Right.
opinion
I don't think
is
obviously there's a bunch of people out there would say you're sexist because of that, but
no. My opinion is I'm fine with females. Like I'm fine with Tomb Raider. I'm fine with females.
well, that's because it's an established franchise, and we've known
Mhm.
from the get-go Lara Croft is an established, strong female lead.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I mean,
and we love that character.
if a new character like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice that was a sleeper, that game was a great game. I
Yeah.
thought I loved the character. It was a great character.
Exactly.
But the thing is, what they said at EA was, "This is our take. You cannot change World War II. Are you gonna because
Right.
in Wolfenstein it works because in Wolfenstein the game was previously based that Nazi
Blazkowicz. Yeah.
like Blazkowicz the Nazis were gonna win.
and he's going to run around and
Yes.
kill all those motherfuckers.
But the thing is,
it's
they put-
fantasy.
But the thing is, they put that as historical fiction. You can't put this as historical realization or
Okay.
like realism
So
if it's not.
here's my rebuttal to that. My retort, I guess. So I'm on the fence on it. I don't give a shit regardless. I'm going to play the games, and I'm sure Battlefield will be all right if it's anything like the last installment. What I will say is this. My good friend Michael, who will eventually be on here, my friend Mike Bonner, was like, oh, do you really play Call of Duty and these shooter games for it to be historically accurate, saying like those games aren't historically accurate? I do agree with him that they're not fully historically accurate, but there's a difference between not being fully historically accurate, even if you say you're going to be, and having women on the front line in wars that they were never on the front line in. My thing is this. If you're playing online games, cool. I know there are a small amount of women out there that play video games. Don't let the people fool you and tell you that 50% of gamers are women, because that's not fucking true.
No, it's all wrong.
That's wrong. I've only known 2 or 3 women in my almost 8 years of existence, right? Which is pretty much as long as good video games have been around, right?
Yeah.
I've only known 3 women in my whole life that were actual real gamers. I'm not talking about playing games on your fucking phone. That doesn't count.
Or
I'm not
just like playing
about
with your boyfriend.
Playing with your boyfriend or fucking streaming online.
Or
just
playing with your boyfriend double meaning.
Because make no mistake about it, most of these girls that stream online are just...
Titty cams.
Yeah, titty cams. They're hot. They're trying to make money. Good
cam
for them.
girls.
Yeah, cam girls. Keep getting your money. Most of them aren't real gamers.
If you look at any like guy gamer,
so what I'm
basically
saying
take
is,
the game and switch where he
what
is,
I'm
and that's
saying
it.
is, if you're going to try to make historically accurate games, or say you're going to, how are you going to... You're trying to play... If you're going to make all these games and start shit, it's fine if there's a lead role. Like, Tomb Raider's established. We love Lara Croft. We love that character. Dope. Senua's Sacrifice.
Dope.
That game's dope. Senua, she's fucking awesome. I'm one of the only people that's played that game that I know of. I love that game.
I want to play it, actually.
Bayonetta. If they came out with Bayonetta 2, I'd play the fucking shit out of it. I heard they are coming out with Bayonetta 2. There are a lot of games that have strong female roles, but from day one, those people decided that this is the character. It's established, and I'm all for it. Do I think women on the front lines of World War I and II is corny? Yeah, I do. Is it going to stop me from playing the game? No. Online games, I understand that with the online games, who gives a shit if you're playing online? You could have fucking
Dr. Disrespect in the game? Huh.
You should be able to have a woman avatar, guy avatar, I don't care. But there is something to be said for, like, I do think there's like a hipster PC little movement in the
They're just playing safe.
I mean, look at the guys that are developing these games. They're all kind of nordy PC nerds. Of course, they're going to start editing and changing all the games that like most of these dudes love and start like. Apparently, did you hear the new game that's coming out for the next installment in? What's the game we were just talking about? Blazkowicz. Wolfenstein. The next installment you're going to play as his twin daughters running around killing Nazis. Like, I think that's kind of corny. They're going to, like, fuck with franchises that are dope or whatnot.
I mean, you
and
can't
like, just
change
put women
Wolfenstein.
in just to put. That's what they're.
Were they
do.
in the game at all?
They were never.
No.
He does. They allude to the fact that he's having kids, but like, all I'm saying is they're starting to placate to a demographic that's not real.
There's like
the amount of women. I'm going to be nice. The amount of women that play games, it's less than 10%.
Yeah, but you have to factor in the amount of, like, I don't know how to explain those
That's
guys.
all I'm saying.
Here's the
You
problem.
have
Do I
to
care if there's
factor in
women
the
games?
guys that are
Fuck no.
like for all that. They're like women, you know.
There's a lot of
there's
nerdy
a
lot of
dudes
those
out there that
guys.
don't get laid that are like, oh fuck it, but not,
that make it seem like it's
that make it
See-
seem like you're trying to be an asshole. But
Yeah.
like, I'm on the fence. I'll play the games regardless. I personally don't care, but I could see it. Just I don't understand pushing
I have a,
all the female roles when they say that they're doing it for X, Y, and Z, but like women.
have they said this was a historic, like realist, or like
No, I don't know.
it based off
we would have to talk
history?
about specific games, but I'm just saying
My,
I can understand how people get upset. If there's not upset, but I can understand people going, well,
Frustrated.
that's kind of fucking corny when you see a chick with a claw hand sniping dudes in the face in the front lines of World War II. That just never happened. And yeah, there were women in Russia, Russian snipers, dope. They were out there fucking killing people.
But you're
But
playing
like
as America.
in America, you no women weren't fighting on the front lines. So I can understand how it just looks corny. I think it looks corny. Will I play the games? Yeah, but I don't think dudes should get mad over it. Like,
You definitely shouldn't get mad.
I ain't
man.
fucking playing games, bro.
It's still-
because this is fucking infringing on my manhood, bro. They're fucking girls, bro. I'm a
Still
fucking
a
man.
game at
Meanwhile,
the
they
end
want
of
to
the
suck
day.
dick
Let me
somewhere,
let me
right?
say this.
Which
though.
is nothing wrong with sucking dick,
Yeah.
but I'm
Let
just
me-
saying, like, if you're really gonna get that butt hurt over it, just don't play the games. I don't know.
Here's my opinion on games. And
But
this
like,
is,
I thought this was corny, and there was something solid. Rev said he was watching the dude that produced one of the guys that helped make the new Battlefield game.
Yeah, he said don't buy it.
And he said, "Don't buy it," and everyone was like, "What?" And his retort was, "My daughter came to me and asked me, Daddy, why isn't there a girl in this game?" Is it hard to sit down and explain to your daughter that women didn't fight in World War II? Like,
I
is
feel
that
like the
gonna,
next
is that gonna
generation
fucking
is just
kill
being
her?
handed everything.
No, I'm just saying, like, is that valid? Like, it's you can't sit down and just tell your kid, like, well, look, Sally or Susie, like, women
Or Shauna,
didn't, or women,
Shaniqua,
shut
or
up, Kyle. Women didn't fight in World War II. What are you gonna lie to her and tell her women
I mean,
did?
to be honest, women did the
It's
most
whatever.
important
We went out on a
jobs.
tangent on this, but Battlefield 5, I'm gonna play it out of respect because respect,
Respect.
respect,
His spec.
respect. Because
It's not even a real name.
shush, you don't get it then. Because Battlefield 1 was so good, I'm gonna play the next Battlefield game. What else we got?
I have one thing
You
though.
gonna say something?
If you're playing online, if say I know there's
Oh, yeah,
just
something
story mode,
Online's
but
whatever.
when there's little,
like-
if your girl voices running around that annoys you, that's weird. But if you're playing the single player and there's the main character is a woman, I guess I could see.
right,
how people
'cause
could
it's
get
just not
mad.
Real.
But if there's just
Right.
girl characters running around,
Online
then
is
who
whatever.
the heck
Like all you
cares?
motherfuckers play all these online games, all these fucking MMOs where you can make fucking green people. And
Yeah,
shit.
nothing's
like,
very.
like who gives a fuck
Oh,
online?
My
All I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
is,
yeah.
all I'm saying is, I'm confused as to why they're pushing the female leads in all these stories. I'm sorry, but they've lied to you about how much women play video games. I don't give a fuck what studies. Women, my own girlfriend thinks I'm a fucking loser sometimes because I play video games.
It's actually really true.
Almost every girlfriend I've had, almost every friend that's a girl that I know 3 girls that legitimately play games. Emily Cush,
do you think
Cassie
they?
McCann,
You think they want to?
and there was a
name
girl
out
I
there?
used to play it online. No, they were legit. There's a girl I used to play Call of Duty with online who was a legit gamer. Other than that, every other woman, when you say, they go, oh, every date I've ever been on, what do you do in your spare time? And I'm a fucking man. I don't care what people think about me. I go, oh, yeah, train a little bit, play fucking, PlayStation every night. Oh,
Beat
you
my
play
dick.
video games?
Beat my dick off a little bit.
Oh, you play video games? They automatically think your dick's impotent because your dick doesn't work because you play video games. And that's how most girls feel. So
Yeah.
I'm just telling people the way it is. At least, that's what I think. Now we're on to bigger and better things. Is this the next one, Spencer?
Oh,
Yeah, Red
I was
Dead-
gonna-
Red Dead Redemption
Never played
2,
it.
boys. You never played Red Dead Redemption?
No.
Oh, yeah, he said that to me, Kyle.
I never played it.
Speaking of impotent, where the fuck's your dick been? You never played Red Dead Redemption?
No, I never played it.
Can I make the argument that in our generation of gaming, the last
gonna
2
say something too,
generations,
though.
Red Dead Redemption is the best game of the last 2 generations?
Just I want to say this before we continue on, just because I want to go back to the Battlefield.
We get it, Kyle. You hate women.
No, I feel that.
You could say it.
No, I don't hate women. I just think that I feel that the industry is so constricted by these movements, like say, like
PC culture and all the pussies and antiques.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
but then like you got people that are like, because like you said with the demographic,
Girls aren't playing video games. man.
I've only known probably 2.
Right,
and
when I
know one in the
say
streets.
girls are playing video games, I'm saying that not a lot of women play. And the amount of women that play is not enough. I feel like why would companies just
Yeah.
switch up the way they're doing shit just to be all PC and shit when probably, let's be nice, 8% of women probably play video games.
I don't even see. To be honest,
That's just the way I see
I
it.
feel that the industry is just.
I'm all for doing whatever you want to do, but girls aren't out here banging the table to play games. That's all I'm saying.
I don't. Here's the thing.
And make no mistake about it, when they do those studies, those motherfuckers add mobile games into that list too.
Seriously?
Yeah, so that's why it looks like women play games, because they add every girl that plays Candy Crush when they're bored at the nail salon.
Oh my god! Like, see, I don't. I would like to say this. I think mobile gaming should be taken out of that
It should,
area
it doesn't count.
because here's the thing: you don't. Gaming should be when you sit down in a
Alright.
chair and you decide I want to spend an hour on this. Not a mobile game where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna spend like 2
So-
minutes on this.
Enough with the shit with the
Yeah,
with
we're
the
gonna-
chick shit.
Yeah,
We're gonna move on to Red Dead Redemption 2. This
Okay.
is my most highly anticipated game.
I have no idea what this
It's
game
coming
is.
out this year, right, Spence?
Yeah, October.
October
End of
26th,
October.
boy. High five.
What
Woo!
sucks is all these dope games are coming out in August, and Kyle and I will be balls deep in schoolwork.
Yeah, probably.
That's what fucking sucks about this. Anyways, Red Dead Redemption, the first Red Dead Redemption, like I was saying, I would make the argument because of the scale of it and all the other things and how deep and immersive the game was with the story and the combat. It's the greatest game of the last 2 generations because it's an open world that's huge.
Scroll down too.
It's deep. It's got a compelling story. You care about the characters. The gameplay's good. There's so much shit you can do.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't think they're gonna fuck this shit up. I really don't.
Well,
It
thank
looks
you.
like it's going to be fucking dope. The cast of characters. We got a new character.
Well, it's a prequel.
It's a prequel. John Marston's going to be around
Oh, it's
there
a
just
prequel?
banging bitches and shooting people.
Huh.
Mr. Marston.
Because isn't... So it's going to be him again. It's kind of weird.
I don't think you play as John Marston, though, do you?
I don't know.
Isn't I don't know.
I was told you play as a different guy, like a young kid
Did
that's
you
in
play
their gang.
Detroit
'Cause
Become
remember,
Human?
Oh, okay.
yeah, I beat it.
How was
John
it?
Marston was in a gang with all those dudes, Dutch and all those guys.
Yeah.
I've heard that you play as a young kid that just joined the gang. So you get to watch all the shit that John Marston was trying to get away from.
Oh, I see.
Damn.
How he was trying to change his life in the first game and own a farm and be a family man, move on from being a scumbag bandit.
Or
Apparently,
from
you get
killing.
to see all that shit that transpired before this through the eyes of some other character. You get to see all the shit that Dutch and John and all the other people did.
So yeah, they're going to be focusing on online, similar to GT Online, they say.
Ugh, that fucking blows. Really?
The online for the first one was actually pretty fun, too.
Yeah, that
It wasn't much to
online.
do, but
The
it was still
GTA
fun.
Online sucked.
Like, those games, they sound fun in theory, but when people actually start playing the game, there's just jets flying around. And I don't know how... You couldn't really ruin this one, though.
Mr. Marsden.
Just be on horses. I mean, there's not...
Dude, Nick and I played the shit out of that. Nick would come over and just watch me play that game. Nick would always be like, get that Martian Nick. So, Red Dead Redemption, I can't wait for Red Dead Redemption 2. We don't really need to say much for that. Red Dead Redemption is going to be fucking dope. Okay, this is one we might be able to talk about. Dreams.
I've never even heard of this
Never
game.
heard of this one actually.
So, I've heard of it. Dreams is supposed to be this game where you somehow can create anything. And you essentially just create your own little worlds. And you can, like, save your own little world. This sounds nuts. I'm just saying what it's always looked like to me. Dreams is a game where you get to make your own world and manifest it in, like, a dream state. And people can visit your little worlds and stuff. You can create anything.
It says basically you can literally make anything. It's from the people who made Little Big Planet. I remember that was a
Oh, really?
PlayStation game back in the
Oh, yeah, I
few
wasn't in
years
a Little
ago.
Big Planet. But
On PS3, I think. Keys to success will be in the making the tool simple enough to use, but powerful enough to be able to fill the player's imagination. Later, it's launching. There's not a launch
be right
date,
back.
but
I straight up.
Tyler said hi.
Hello.
All right, Hawkeye. What were we talking about?
all right, I'm gonna skip this one unless you're into.
Team Sonic Racing.
Are you
I'll
into
be honest with you.
racing
Today,
games?
let me say something. Today, I found the kid that's like, "You freaking freaks! Do you know your ex? Hold on, I gotta find this video. I'm sorry, please. I gotta find
No,
this
you're good.
just to play it, and then we can just move on. Kingdom Hearts already talked about that. Resident Evil 2. Evan loves Resident
Yep.
Evil. It's his favorite game. Anthem. Okay, let's go back to Resident Evil. Resident Evil, for me, I've played the games. I loved them.
You played the second one?
Yeah, I played the second one actually. I loved it. It was a really good experience because it was more atmospheric than the first one for me for some reason. I don't know why, because the big house I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
The second one though, I loved it. It was very interesting. It was very. I know it sounds generic because my brain's kind of generic. You know, I'm a test number 352. You know, they branded me, but Resident Evil for me, I loved it for the atmosphere, not just because there were zombies, but because they were more than that. They could talk, they could do things, they could hold weapons. It changed the demographic because for zombies just went just walked and they bit you. But the thing is, when they hit you, how come it does so much damage when in reality they're just smacking you?
Smacking you, yeah.
They're smacking you. And the thing is, there's this guy I knew. He was actually into zombies and the apocalypse. The guy, he had plans, he had everything, and I'm like, you realize if you just break their jaws, take a baseball bat, break their jaw, they can't bite you.
Right.
They're not going to do anything to you. Even if there's a huge horde, then don't go to a big city unless you know a horde's gone. Just like with The Walking Dead Dead's dying because I feel like zombies are just a dying out trend. But Resident Evil is still living because they portray zombies not only as things that are gonna bite you, but because those things can hold weapons that can probably have a gun.
Right. There's another layer to the.
Yeah, there's another layer to the whole system,
actually
and it's
playing the
not,
game.
and it's not 100% just.
They climb.
You know?
They climb ladders. I remember they climb.
Yeah, they
up
can climb
on,
ladders.
you
They
know.
have in Resident Evil 5. They had machetes. They spoke in Spanish. Like in Resident Evil 3, where you played, it's either Claire or Cloud. Not Cloud. It was what's his name?
I don't know. I think I only played the second one,
That was the third one.
or I think I only played the fourth one actually. Evan will
Evan.
know.
Hey Evan.
Yo, we talk about what I think we're talking about.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm thinking of who? It's it was Claire and who else was it? It was
Claire and Chris Redfield.
Chris Red.
No, Claire Redfield and Leon Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, Leon Kennedy. Leon Kennedy.
All right, sorry
Was
about that,
great.
boys. I'm back. Yo, this is one of my biggest. When does it come out?
It comes
Beginning
out
of next year.
January. We're
I'm
knee
so
deep in
fucking
school.
hyped for this game because you remember how scary Resident Evil 1 remake was on GameCube. Nick and I we fucking love that game.
shit.
But I got it on PS4. Yo, this remake, I don't know if you people have seen gameplay about it, but this remake looks dark. It looks scary. It like shit
Is,
comes at you.
Resident Evil
What we were
7.
talking,
Dude, it looks so good.
what we were talking about was for the zombie. Well, let me just do a quick recap with me.
they couldn't hear me when I'm out there.
No, they couldn't hear you. I was talking. It's okay.
No.
It's okay. My thing was because I feel like the zombie genre is dying out.
Yeah, because
But-
it's riddled with games,
Yeah.
half-ass zombie games. That's another
Yeah,
genre.
yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
get to that after all this.
Yeah, but let me finish.
Keep talking.
The thing is with Resident Evil, it's thriving for the fact because they add another layer to it. The zombies aren't just they're not mindless. They have a mind.
In Resident Evil?
Yeah, in Resident Evil.
No, not all the Resident Evils, though. You got to remember, Resident Evil 4 had the Los Plagas disease, or the virus, but the people were just controlled by the virus. They weren't actually zombies.
Oh yeah.
Resident Evil 2, it's real zombies.
Oh.
It's the T virus.
Well, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Kyle,
I
did you play
forgot
the original
one.
Resident Evil games, man?
I forgot the
forget you're
first.
young.
I forgot the first one.
So they didn't have weapons
skipped
and
the
climb
first-
ladders like the newer
No.
ones.
The first two games were normal zombies mixed with a bunch of different creatures. So, like, enemies in the first game,
Yeah.
there
Plus,
was
like, it has
zombies.
weird-ass boar.
There was these big-ass zombie predator frog-looking things.
Oh yeah, fuck that thing. That thing was annoying.
What I loved in the first one, they had these, when they remade it, they made these Crimson Head zombies. And it
This
scared
one-
the shit out of me when I first played it. If you killed a zombie and didn't light it on fire or blow its head off, if you came back into that area later, it would rise up and have red crimson eyes. It would have claws and it could sprint. And it would fuck you up.
Well, they say it's literally gonna be the same exact game.
That's me
It
at like
looks
3 in
like
the morning
it's way
getting some
different. Have you
food.
seen the gameplay though?
No, but
It looks way
supposedly they're
different.
saying they're staying very close to the original game.
Yeah.
But the gameplay, like, they made it dark. Like, you know how when you have a flashlight,
You
and
talking
it-
like or like metaphorical? You're
no,
talking.
I'm talking about
literal?
visually. Like, you know how if you have
Oh.
a flashlight and you're in the pitch black, you could only see what comes into your flashlight's ray.
Yeah.
The way they did it in Silent Hill 2, greatest horror game of all time, by the way.
Hey, can you turn that on, like a creative on? I just want to see what it looks like.
The
one?
gameplay
Yeah,
that I've
creative.
seen for this remake, dude, it's dark. Like, the zombies will come out of the fucking shadows.
Turn Bob Ross on.
These zombies look like they will fucking come out of nowhere and straight fuck you up.
I love Bob Ross.
You know, Bob Ross is fucking dead. What are you talking about?
Bob Ross is a fucking G though.
Bob Ross is a bitch.
Do you know Do you
so
know the story
thoughts on
behind
Resident Evil
him?
2, guys? I'm
We're
gonna
not
play
talk
it.
about it. We're not gonna talk about that. But
Ooh, scroll down.
Anthem. Oh my gosh.
Here's one. Here's the one we can talk about.
Okay.
Anthem.
Uh,
So these are the guys that made Bioshock, right?
Mhm.
Or
Yep.
not Bioshock. I lied.
No, they made it's BioWare. They made
Mass Effect.
oh, you mean Mass Effect?
So Mass Effect, the first three are a great series of games.
Don't touch Mass Effect. What was it called?
Andromeda was a
Andromeda,
steaming
don't-
pile of fucking shit.
Don't touch Andromeda. If you touch Andromeda, you might get cancer.
I bet Nate liked Andromeda.
Probably.
I think you played it a little.
One thing I could say, played a little bit. There was nothing else to play.
I love my
beat the
favorite
game,
part. My
and it
favorite
was
part of
fucking
Andromeda was the
garbage.
characters.
No,
because they're awful.
no, yeah, the characters fucking sucked. I found one character in that game that was good, and it was the news reporter that I was trying to bang in the game because you could bang her, and I started fucking going after that ass. But other than
See-
that, all the characters are fucking trash. The only thing that was good about that game, it was a beautiful game, and you could travel all over the galaxies and go to the different worlds. That's
After
what
5
kept me
loading
going.
screens.
Yeah, after all the loading screens. But that's what kept me going. I wanted to explore the worlds. The characters were trash. You didn't care about any of them except for like 2. That's what makes Mass Effect dope. You care about the characters. It makes your decisions more palpable when you go to make them. It's just like, fuck, I don't want to kill any of these characters. It makes it tense.
Yeah,
Well, I could see something. I could see them focusing on something like that in this game. It has to be something because there's no online. I heard.
There's no online component.
There's no like PvP. Like
there's no PvP to Anthem.
I don't think so.
I can see why, but
that
I kind
world
of
looks fucking crazy when he dove underwater in that trailer or that gameplay.
Oh yeah,
trailer.
yeah. You know what? Can you throw that trailer up?
They said that that's gameplay.
No, there's been new gameplay.
Oh, show me that. I want to see some more.
It looks.
So
I mean,
I've been following this for a little bit because it intrigues me. My thing that I'm very skeptical of is how is it going to play, like mentally? Because what's going to happen is
Tell us, Kyle.
what's going to happen is like, is this going to be another fucking Destiny trying to be Destiny killer, but it's just going to fail like the Division was? I don't want it to fail.
My thing is this. A personal thing that has nothing to do with everyone else. Me personally, I've never been into mech shit.
yeah,
Never been into mechs. I don't like ripping around in big robots. I don't like any of that shit.
Yeah,
Metal
but-
Gear had spots where you had to play as mechs, and that was cool, whatever. But this, I'm not into this shit. I'm not into mech shit. There's something about being in a mech that turns me off because it's like...
It's because it's not realistic.
but like this is a fictional setting, so that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is being in a mech takes away like the feeling like you're in danger, I feel like.
Yeah, you're not vulnerable.
I listened to a
You're
guy
not
who's-
vulnerable in a mech as you would be if you're ripping around as a person. But look at this, though. That's gameplay?
Yeah, apparently that's
I
all.
think there's different types of mech suits. Like this guy looks like a
That's a
tanky
tank.
guy, and
He's
then
a
they just showed
tank.
like a skinnier guy. He's
Well,
probably
there's,
more,
That's
There's like
quicker
5
and stuff.
different.
chaos a little bit.
It is, but the problem is,
Dive in
see,
the water.
you can
guy's a
actually
little
fight.
smaller.
What the fuck is that?
You can fight a giant titan or
What
something.
the fuck is that?
Yeah, you can fight that.
Oh, that was dope. That little shake, rattle, and roll right there. Go underwater, bro.
Those damage numbers better
Take
be
it in the water. Look
placeholder.
See, what's gonna be scary
so,
is
like, look, if this is like gameplay, we might have to fucking.
yeah,
we
this
might
was
have
a-
to play those.
I will try it. I'm not gonna lie.
We might have
There's
to just
4
pick this
types.
up. I'll rent this. I ain't buying this. I'll rent this.
This is the tank guys clearing it out for everyone, I guess.
Thank you for muting it because their voices are kind of like,
See, here's the type of dude I would do. If I use Max, I like quick ranger style shit. I don't like being big and clunky. I don't know if that's just like the MMA shit in me. Like, I like to be fast and agile. I don't care about fucking power, bro. Speed and technique, speed, timing, technique, angles, kills.
Mm-hmm. So my thing is with the flying in this kind of game, it looks pretty interesting for me, and of course I have my doubts, but can you blame me? Because for the last couple days, for the last games of every game that has came out, for every game that's came out, you got to think about it too. Is they show these special super cool trailers, but they could fake it the whole time. Yeah, that's a space guy.
I'll be honest with you. I don't trust a lot of these game developers, man. These devs,
because just like with Division,
they made that
they
game
showed a
look
really
like it was going to
cool-
be the fucking truth, and it sucks.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. Like, I'm more afraid of what if, say, we buy Anthem? What if we say we pre-order, we get it all out, but let's say this: the game sucks. The game sucks.
I was popular.
Buy it.
I was popular.
Hey, I was popular.
I'm
in school,
listening
okay?
to you, dude.
I was popular.
That's not what Big Griff said.
Oh, but Big Griff said. Big Griff doesn't even know because he wasn't even around then.
Anyways, I'm just messing with you. Keep
I know.
talking.
But my thing was,
I'm sick of seeing Bob Ross. Get his ass out of here, Spencer.
Yeah, but
He's dead for a reason.
dude, that's
No.
fucked up. No, but
Hot take?
Anthem was. It's just I'm more skeptical of every game that comes out because the only game developers I really trust is
What
Fallout.
the fuck is that? It looks like a big old nut bag falling out of there.
it's a yeah. I don't even.
Big old nut bag, bro.
Boy,
Ooh, nut bag with a
throw
vagina.
throw some more
So
gameplay
it looks
up
like
there.
we'll all be playing Anthem just to try it.
I will
I
pre-order it.
guarantee you it'll be trash.
I don't know if I'm gonna
Let's go
get
back
it
to our
for.
page or
I might
whatever.
get it for PC if anything.
Yo, Spencer Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan Experience.
I might get it for PC, but I don't think. Days Gone.
This is another one. See, this is another one where I'm looking forward to, but I have a feeling.
It's one of those games where they have the quality looking so sick, the graphics.
Yeah, the game is looking dope.
When they just showed the gameplay, though, you could tell they already they already downed the graphics.
Yeah.
Divisions did that too.
There's gonna be a lot of dudes that like, dude. You know what cracks me up every time I see this character? I just think of all these biker gang dudes that roll around here.
Dude, man, get you on my bike. I'm gonna jerk off.
Yo, me and my girl, we're gonna fucking pull the throttle and go, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm making all these motorcycle puns.
Like that little sign the bikers do when they ride by each other. They just flick their hand out like this. They just let you know what's up.
I have a bike, girl.
If I ever had a bike, I would just not give people the sign to be an asshole. It's like just because we ride bikes doesn't mean that like we're fucking soul sisters.
So this
Dude,
is like a
my uncle has a bike and everything.
You don't know what it's like, bro. You don't got colors, bro.
Bro, you haven't seen the shit that I seen.
You never wore a cut.
You don't wear 3 rows of clothes like I do.
You never wore a cut, bro.
Oh, those zombies?
I think this is a zombie
Where's
game.
your cut? Where's your cut? I'm
Yo,
a 1%er, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's a zombie game. So you play as this dude, Deacon Saint
It's better be
Non
like
or
a
something.
freaking like
Deacon
romance.
Saint John. Yeah. Your woman died back in the day and all the shit, and you're fighting demons.
She better come back as a zombie.
He probably passed her around to the rest of the biker clubs. You know,
Let's be honest.
She's a biker wife. She probably got passed around like a peace pipe.
Yeah. No, it's not a pipe, baby. No, it's an exhaust pipe. That's what it is.
Yeah, exhaust pipe.
You get decisions.
Yeah, there's gonna be decisions in the game.
There's a choice between leave him or shoot him.
They call
there
him,
should be one that
you
says
shoot his ass.
You
should be one that says fuck him.
Yeah, no, it's called the biker way. You fuck him. It's the biker way, boy. Woo!
Yeah, if you want to get
vroom,
in this plan,
vroom.
you gotta bend over more. No.
Yo, we making my throttle hard.
So yeah, there's gonna be decision elements in this game. There's survival elements in the game, like you have to repair your bike all the time. You got to get gas. Although I wonder how driving that big ass bike around is gonna fucking. I'm sure the freakers will hear you all the time.
Fucking Harley, if anything. Like, come on, let's.
Yo, if it ain't a
come
Harley,
on,
bro,
boys. Let's be honest here. We all, if we're all gonna suck off, if we're gonna suck off bikers, we have to make sure it's Harleys.
Listen, bro, you don't watch Sons of Anarchy.
That guy's got tattoos on his head.
He's a biker, bro.
I know, but it's like it's on the sides. Like I understand. Okay, I have to say this. I don't understand what's so cool about getting tattoos like on your head where your hair is. That's
Why
weird.
not? Fuck it, dude. Listen, YOLO, like they say, right? They used to say back in like
Jesus
2006.
Look at that shoddy. It's so small.
No, okay. So, what my problem is this? I feel like this game's got potential, and I feel like it could
has to
definitely
be executed correctly, though.
Yeah, but there's things I don't like in it already. Like,
I don't.
It's
like
hard for me to explain. I do agree with Spencer that they've definitely dumbed down the graphics.
That happens though.
It happens in a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this. I think this game has potential to not be like the rest of the zombie games.
I
You know
hope
what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't.
I'm always weary of every zombie game that gets made. You know what game looks like it's trash? The Overkill's Walking Dead. Seen gameplay of that. That game looks like it's fucking garbage.
Oh my! Wait! What? Wait, that actually came out.
Overkill, The Walking Dead.
No,
They
it's
showed
not yet,
gameplay of it. It doesn't look good.
Wait, where's that at? I never saw that.
This game looks all right.
I feel like you have to have a good story at this
Yeah.
point.
The
like,
Walking Dead is
that's
just
the thing.
trash.
Everyone makes these zombie games.
I'm gonna be
But
honest
none of
with you
them
guys,
stick out,
The
yeah.
Walking Dead.
You know what game?
games,
Oh,
all of
Dying
them are
Light 2's coming out.
trash.
Dying Light 2's coming out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
That looks like it's
nice.
going to be good.
Yeah. No, I'm
The
gonna
first
say,
Dying Light, I didn't beat it, but it was good.
That gun looks awful.
this looks like a PlayStation 2 game, or no, an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah, the graphics don't look too good. This
Like I could probably.
is it sandboxy or like what's the deal?
Is it story driven or is it like?
You play as like 4. You can pick one of 4 different characters.
So basically, Left 4 Dead too.
Yeah, but Left 4 Dead's dope. This doesn't look good.
Yeah, I know. I have Left 4 Dead 2 at my house.
This
I
looks like
plan on-
some Diesel will play.
This is something that like I feel my friend John would probably like. He's like, oh, it's not that good looking, but I enjoy it.
It's not that good looking, but I enjoy it.
Talk about video games or what?
We talk about his woman.
Oh
Yeah, it's not that good, but the puss works.
Yeah,
So yeah, Days Gone looks like it's gonna be dope. I mean, I'd have to see more about it before I buy it. Looks like a rental game
Yeah.
to me.
Blood and Truth.
I do not know what Blood
That's
and
a
Truth is.
PlayStation VR game.
What's it say, Spencer?
it's
You know
VR.
the London Heist minigame from VR Worlds?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not into
I don't know
VR.
anything about it.
Oh,
Skull and Bones.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, this looks cool.
Skull and Bones looks dope, but
It's only the ship, right?
it's only the ship, which makes it so I'm not gonna play it.
To be honest, I love pirate games. I love being a
If
pirate.
you can't play as a person and dismount the ship and jump on the other ship and kill people, I don't want to play it.
Oh no! Like you need. If I cannot interact
Like
with
the
my
way Black
opponents,
Flag was,
it's not
that was
fun.
dope. If you can't actually crawl across and start stabbing people's eyeballs, then I don't want to.
Control.
I don't know what Control is.
Never heard
yeah,
of
I
it.
feel like a lot of these are just. Oh, here we go. Metro.
Oh,
Metro.
Metro Exodious. I have to say, look, I have
Exodius?
to say
Is that gonna be
something.
the name
Oh
of
my
this
god,
podcast episode? Exodius.
Dude.
Remember that?
dude. Okay,
Exodius.
I've played every last one of these games. I read some of the books.
Yeah, they're good.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, this game's gonna be dope.
And the thing is, like,
Is it Exodus,
the
though?
sto-
Is that actually the word?
Exodus.
I said Exodius.
Exodius.
It's from Kingdom Hearts.
Exodia. I have assembled Exodia with my small
Exodia.
stick.
Yo. Exodia, wasn't that Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah,
cards?
it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I have assembled all 5 pieces of Exodia.
Oh, God.
Kaiba, oh no, Exodia.
That's funny.
My blue
Remember-
eyes white dragon.
Remember every time that motherfucker Kaiba would do something, you'd be like, Kaiba! Oh, like you didn't expect Kaiba to do
Oh
some
my
fucking
god! You know
whack
what?
shit.
See, here's the thing. Yugi cheated. He was the biggest cheater in the game. Okay, because
Nerd
here's
alert.
the thing.
Nerd alert.
Of course, nerd alert. Here's what I have to say.
Nerd alert. Weird.
Here's what I have to say. Yugi basically played level, like the fucking high ass level creatures for free, and everyone had to pay. It's like fuck you. Okay.
This game is dope.
Okay. Oh,
This game
dude.
looks dope. Look at this.
Okay, here's the thing.
This
There's
is
no
ga-
HUD.
No, make no mistake about this. This is gameplay. The people
Yeah.
that make this game, that's one of these Metro games. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
haven't played them, but when they show you some shit with these Metro
It's
games,
real.
that's what you're getting. They're
See-
one of the only devs who ever makes these games that do this. What you're seeing right now is what you're gonna get on the game.
All right, so here's the thing. So, actually, let me tell you a little bit of story. I know it's nerdy, but see, actually,
Kaiba.
the first one was actually was made in Ukraine. But they dealt with power outages. They dealt with a lot of
Wow, he's going deep on this shit.
with a lot of like layoffs. Like there were
One
times
guy
where they
slept
had
with
to
someone's wife.
There were like the developers actually had to sell off their own stuff just to continue making the game. And the thing is, the books are really good because this is in Russia where the bombs dropped, and
Where there's
it's,
books.
yeah, that's in the books. And it talks about these creatures, these bullshit. But what the gameplay, what I like most is that when I played it, you never had a HUD. It was all on your wrist. It was a watch. You had your time. You had your time. You had your life. It was you didn't have a HUD, and that's what for me increased the aesthetic, for the fact that I could more focus on the game and the atmosphere than really my HUD. When I like, oh, this gun has 5 bullets. When I actually have to look when I actually have to check the gun to see how many bullets is in it. That's what makes it exciting.
Oh yeah,
for me.
you do have to do that in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and that's the thing that I think, because that just makes it so much more like
Realistic.
edgy.
So all this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that on his wrist, like that's telling you like what's your health at, like maybe it's the bullets, I don't know. But the thing is, I like games that are trying to be realistic and trying to be
Push the envelope.
yeah, they're trying to, because the thing is, I feel in the new industries that all games are so cookie cuttery, just like MMOs you said.
Right. Now, even if you're making a fantasy game,
Yeah.
there's something to be said for making tangible actions realistic. Like the reloading of the gun, the checking, to see how many bullets you got left. Like, those little details make it go.
Oh, they're doing a
so
Crisis
far.
kind of thing where
Yeah, I seen this. This
That's
game looks
awesome.
like it's gonna be good. man.
Crafting.
The
I'm
first two
buying
were
this
good.
game. I'm buying on PC, or is it coming on PC?
You gonna have your sugar daddy buy for you?
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
it's-
yeah, dude.
yeah, it's coming out
gives
on
me
every-
he gives me good stuff, man.
Every console.
What we got next? Metro Exodus. That's gonna be
Rage 2.
Yeah, this is one of the games I'm pumped for. Did
I
anyone
actually-
play Rage?
I actually did
No.
play Rage. I loved it.
Rage was dope. The story sucked. The world wasn't that great, but the gunplay was dope.
The guns were
The gun
I think, the
mechanics
best
were
way
awesome.
to
One of the
really
best gunplay mechanics I played in the game.
The only thing I hate is that when you first get into the game, it's boring as fuck. When you get the shotgun, the game gets so much better because you can just go around and kill shit.
It looks to me like what they're doing with Rage 2 is they're really, really, really building upon shit that they did with Rage 1. Like the combat, the gameplay looks dope. Looks like it's going to be open world, way more enemies. The setting's dope. I think Rage 2's got a chance to be really good. I might buy that.
And the thing is, it's
Let's
from
see if there's some
Bethesda, so you
gameplay
can't
on
really go wrong with that. I mean,
it. Rage 1 was a good game.
here's the thing: it's from Bethesda, so you can't really go wrong just for the fact that I trust Bethesda to make a good game. You know,
I do too.
because at this point they've built a reputation of actual good games compared to like with Call of Duty where they'll like fake the gameplay. Like Division, they fake the gameplay.
Oh, and by the way, all these nerds out here that think for single player first person shooters fucking suck. You're high as fuck because there's games like this.
Borderlands 2.
Doom.
Oh, dude.
Fucking, there's a new
Doom
game
is
coming
coming
out.
with Doom 2. I am
Yep.
excited because Doom.
Look at this. You can ride around in your fucking whip.
Oh, yeah. In Doom, though, for me, it was bloody as fuck. Well, I don't know. They'll probably get to it, but we'll talk about that later.
Dude was savage.
But it's I played it like probably 3 times through the story, and I've enjoyed it.
What's our
every
time
single
out of
time.
your response?
So was there like a time limit to this?
No.
Hour 35.
All right. Let's keep pushing with these games here. The first one was probably only like 20
Last of Us 2.
Okay, not much needs to be said about Last of Us 2.
I don't know. I don't really.
I
I've
know-
never played it.
I know why. You've never played The Last
No,
of Us?
never played of it. Never
So-
played it. I kind of.
So, The Last of Us is one of the greatest games in the history of video games. Like, it's in top 10, Pantheon. Amazing story, amazing gameplay.
What's number 1 for you though?
Atmosphere. Well, there's a difference. I'm not biased. My favorite game, I don't consider the greatest game of all time. It's up there.
I don't
Like,
think there's such thing as a greatest.
there's no such
Everything's
thing as the
subjective.
greatest game, but like this is okay. Let's put it this way: The Last of Us was only one of the only video games that was perfect. There's nothing to complain about. You can't say shit bad about that game.
Yeah.
And if you care about a story, you'll love The Last of Us. If
Oh,
you get a
man.
PlayStation, I'll let you borrow it. It's fucking
Okay.
amazing. I've beaten it. It's a story.
Oh, I
mode.
thought you were actually talking the podcast. Like,
No, I'm talking to you. It's a story game. But, dude, I'm telling you, I've beaten it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Every time you play it, it makes you feel the same way as you felt when you first played it.
yeah. All right. Next page. Psychonauts 2.
I never played
I-
the original Psychonauts
I
game,
bought
so I
it.
don't know.
Never touched it. It's kind of I don't feel. I think it's okay. I think it's psychedelic stuff, which is really cool. It's more like you use the power of people's minds to mess with them. But I think that's a cool concept. But there's just it's gotta be executed correctly, because just like with anything else, if it's executed poorly, it's not worth it. It's not, to me. I will not touch it, because like for me, how I buy games is like you do GameFly. I don't do GameFly.
Well, I buy games, too, but I only buy games that I think are worth my $60.
Yeah.
If I think a game's worth $60,
Then
I will
fuck
go
yeah.
out day one and I will buy it. But I use GameFly. Think about it. Do the math. I pay $20 a month for GameFly. I can have 2 games out at a time as long as I want.
Yeah.
I can rent in one slot whatever shooter we're playing for the year, and I can use the other slot to beat every other game that I don't think is worth $60 and send them back.
Yeah.
20 times 12.
That's
is
like
what, $240?
Yeah, it's $240, but then you realize
Now,
like
think about that. What if say I beat 20 games in the year, which I could probably do.
you probably do.
Multiply that by $70.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of fucking money. That's why I got GameFly.
Yeah.
Because I play a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Psychonauts, I'm not interested in it. I've never
Yeah,
heard
it
of
seems
it.
very-
It
Alright.
seems okay. Here's an interesting one.
Final
Final Fantasy 7.
Let me just say this.
I'm excited for this.
Let me just
But
say
it's
this
been
before.
taken forever. Like, what the fuck is their deal?
Let me just say this before anyone else says anything. Square Enix, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
Tell him, Kyle.
There's one thing you gotta do. Just don't fuck it up, and then that's it. You fuck it up, you lose everything.
Final Fantasy 7, by the way, is an all-time great game.
Oh yeah, it's fucking
It's
amazing.
amazing.
I've played it. I love it.
It's one of those games that broke your heart in the end and all that shit.
Oh yeah. And the thing is,
Don't be giving away spoilers.
Oh, I'm not
for
gonna give
people
away
that
spoilers, but I was gonna say is, I loved it just for the fact of the gameplay. Just the gameplay aspect was fucking awesome.
To be
Even if it was on
fair,
PlayStation 1, it was fucking
I
awesome.
have not played any Final Fantasy past Final Fantasy 10-2. So I have not played the new style Final Fantasy games.
They're gay. Don't touch
Where
them.
you're flying all over the place, jumping around, and
Don't touch
it's
them.
actual combat.
I played the
I'm
13 one.
used
It
to-
sucks. I hate
I'm
it.
used to turn-based combat Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
You want to
they
hear
have,
something? I got yelled at because I told someone I didn't like the 13th one. They said you're and they told me like
Yeah.
you don't understand the story. And I
Understand,
said,
bro.
and I'm like, I don't know, ma'am. At least my dick's a little bit bigger than my fucking hand.
A little bit.
A little bit bigger.
I got a fucking big ass hand, dude.
What were you gonna say, Spencer?
So I know they had a very successful MMORPG. I know you're not into that.
Nah,
Final
but yeah,
Fantasy.
this one looks dope. They're apparently going to do it episodically, like Tall Tale Games does.
Yeah.
They better not fuck this up.
Scroll
That's
down.
all
What
I
else we
gotta
got?
Death
Okay,
Stranding.
So Death Stranding. I don't know what to make of Death Stranding. I love Hideo Kojima. My favorite video game franchises of all time are the Metal Gear franchises.
Never played them except for one.
He's a G. I'm worried that Hideo Kojima might pull out some really pretentious nerd ass shit where he makes a game that's just so weird, uberly out there that
To be honest, this looks
everyone's
like
scared that it's a walking simulator.
to be honest, this looks like you're a mailman.
Yeah,
He's like,
but
in the
there's-
trailer he says, "I just deliver packages," and it's like Norman, you're on The Walking Dead. You're in a movie. You could fucking do something else. Come on, you're a freak.
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
We don't know a lot about this. I think that this game is like going to be some sort of like symbolism or metaphor for how we're all connected and like he's
Well, how
very
it's
socially-
probably all
That's what
gonna
it's
say.
looking.
Is,
He's very like forward thinking and he's very
he's smart.
Hideo Kojima's a smart guy.
He's smart.
Out
in
of
the story.
respect, if this game looks like it's even going to be okay, I'm going to get it.
Not
and
gonna
play
buy it.
I'm not saying I'm going to buy it, but I'm definitely going to play it.
You'll rent it from GameFly.
Yeah, I'll rent it and play it.
How
Death
many-
Stranding looks like it's got potential to be
Ooh,
dope.
Darksiders 3?
Oh,
Okay.
I've never played Darksiders.
Okay. Let
Take
me
it away,
explain.
Kyle.
Boom. Okay, so this is so Darksiders 2 was a sleeper that I fucking loved. It was a puzzle third person beat 'em up. You could customize your character. You play as
Beat him off.
you you could play as literal death. You play as the grit. You play because there's the four horsemen:
The dick of
war, death, fury, and I don't fucking remember
The clap.
last. And the clap. I was gonna do that, but I was like, fuck.
death. All right, so
But the game was pretty fun. I'm excited for this one because what happened was the company that was actually making Darksiders ran out of business. They went bankrupt.
THQ.
Yeah, THQ.
THQ.
Yeah, so THQ actually went bankrupt, but Norton Games said, you know what? Let's make it PS4 exclusive. And you know what? I would buy a PS4 just because there's so many good exclusives. I am buying one, hopefully one day. I have to.
When you're a big boy.
You know what, man? I got a PC. I
Okay,
got bills.
So here's again, we talk about the chick stuff. That female lead looks dope, but it's fantasy,
Yeah.
so no one cares. That female lead looks dope. Skip Shenmue 3. No
Don't
one
even-
gives a shit about that unless
What the-
you're a fucking sensitive nerd. Keep going.
What is that? I never heard of it.
Okay, so Beyond Good and Evil 2. Has anyone seen a trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
No.
Yeah, I seen it.
This world in Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks massive. The first game came
the
out
first
when I was
game
younger,
looked retarded.
like
not
when I
gonna
was
lie.
in high school. First game was a good game,
I didn't touch it.
I played it. It's a good game.
I played it. And I didn't like it. I
but
don't
we
know
haven't
why.
seen that much about it. Apparently, I heard you're gonna be able to make like a mixed combination of a character or whatnot.
You better because I
All
want to
right,
see.
move down one. Beyond Good and Evil, we don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
This
Cyberpunk
is one we don't.
2077.
Yes.
What is this? Explain this to me.
To be fair, this is my most hyped game as far as like the future goes. We know Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out this August, or not this August, this fall. Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
It's from CD
CD
Projekt
Projekt Red, the dudes that made the Witcher games. Witcher
Okay.
3, my favorite game of all time.
Okay.
I've heard from things that I've read, things I've seen, that even other developers that have gotten their hands on this game and played, even other devs are like, what the fuck? This game is fucking wild. And we're well off. So Cyberpunk is a game, from what I've
You'll let
gathered...
me use that, right? I want to try this actually.
From what I've gathered, Cyberpunk is you play as this character named like V or whatever, and you're like some sort of like agent, like a mercenary,
Hacker,
You're
kind
like
of.
a mercenary or whatever.
Hacker, man.
You play in the world of this world, Night City or whatever it is, and there's tons of different like the world's run by corporate factions. There's all these other different factions. They're all at war with each other. There's a bunch of different areas in this massive open world, and the way they built the open world is it takes place in the future. Everything's futuristic. There's gangs. There's corporate gangs.
Mm-hmm.
They built a
Yeah,
massive,
I'm watching a trailer right now.
So they built a massive map, but from what I've told is the map not only is wide, they built the map from the like it's a vertical map. Like there's an underworld that sits all the way down on the floor, and then there's tons and tons of different levels. Like it's not just wide, it's vertical.
This legit
Like remember
looks like
you know Coruscant in Star Wars, or like the
No.
city in Fifth
Remember, you
Element.
gotta go on a rant about that too.
Remember Fifth Element? Did you
No.
ever watch Fifth Element?
No.
Spencer's seen it.
Yeah.
Fifth Element, like the cities
the
are
fuck?
vertical. You can go all the way down to the depths, all the way up to the heights. Like the map is vertical, not just wide. And you could it's all about choice. You could choose to be
You could be a
bad
redneck.
guy.
Yeehaw!
I'm saying you could be a bad guy, or you could be a raider. You could be a rich. You can go kick it with the rich and take jobs for rich people. Like you're just a mercenary in this fucking dope ass world where everyone's on drugs and cybernetics and all this stuff. Like
Oh yeah, and cybernetic drugs. Like
yeah,
actually, there's a
like
legit.
nano machines and all this shit. Like
Ooh,
there's
ooh,
gonna
that
be
car looks so
it's
dope.
first person. This game looks dope.
It's all first person.
yeah, it's all first person,
What?
which is gonna be weird because The Witcher's always in third.
That's gonna be fucking weird,
Look at this game's gonna be
dude.
fucking
This
shit.
game, the problem.
I'm
man,
buying that shit day
It's gonna
one.
come out in 27/7.
Yeah, probably. I'm
The-
buying that shit day one.
Dude, that looks so fucking
What's
good.
next? What's next? What we got? What's next?
What's next on this list? Ghost of
Ooh.
Tsushima. Okay.
This is another PlayStation exclusive that came out during E3.
Wait, is
That game looks
No,
fucking
it's not.
wicked.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, looks.
So you want to
That
throw?
game, show him gameplay of that.
Show me that because I think what I think
Yo,
of it is.
you play as a samurai. I don't know if they give
Is this
you
the guy? Is this the one where they got the guy with like the flute, like just playing the flute?
I don't know. I don't know if they give you character or you create a character, but look at this gameplay, Kyle.
What is this?
Look at this environment, Spencer.
It's a two.
No, listen. This
What?
game's not even out yet. That right there, that field, if that's gameplay, this is the nicest environment I've ever seen.
If it is, I'm gonna
Look at
buy
that.
this. I'm buying a PS4.
They call it
immediately.
gameplay, but it looks like it's probably from the engine.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
they're
gotta
really
be from
playing
the
it on a
end.
computer.
It's got to be on a computer because there's
What
no
I'm
way.
saying is this. Watch this, Kyle.
Okay.
This is the greatest. This is the nicest graphics I've ever seen in a game.
Look
Watch-
at that horse.
No, watch
Oh.
when he takes off through this field. Watch the field. Watch when he takes off to your right.
What?
Look at this. The combat looks
What?
smooth too, doesn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
more impressed
Skip
by
to the combat and show him combat.
What the frick? That's so awesome.
So you play as a samurai. Look at this. And the Mongols are invading Japan.
Oh,
And watch this dude fuck these Mongols
It's
up.
like
Ready?
1200s or something
Watch
like
this.
that back then.
Look at this guy. He's like,
1200
He's
BC.
like, no,
I
You
will
are a disgrace.
disgrace
to your family,
what?
am I?
Oh, dude, that has to be a cutscene. That can't be.
No, look, watch.
It's definitely like rehearsed, kind of, but still gameplay.
dude.
Oh, look at that when he stabbed through that
Oh
dude.
my god.
The blood comes out. Solid Rev's probably loving this shit. Shout out to Solid Rev, my boy, my dude.
See,
What do they call it when you do like a special move? And it's kind of like a cutscene, but not really. What's that called?
Quick time events.
quick time.
Yeah, it's like they're quick time, but they're not. It's not really at the same time.
I can't.
Like it's not.
Oh, dude.
Like it
That
looks
obvious.
like you have. Oh, his arm goes
You
up.
just cut his arm
It looks
off?
like you have like combos, but there are dodgy, like Assassin's Creed type dodgy shit.
Well, he's he's a samurai too.
Right, but hold on, watch. Oh, this dude just gets shot by this. Look at. I couldn't tell if this was a boy or girl or not.
Is that?
Look at it. She's like, "Arr."
Oh my god, that looks like the Nintendo
It's a
CEO.
fucking old lady.
Yo, is that Masakurai
She's like-
something from Nintendo?
She's like, son, you heard nothing but a whisper in the wind. Like, tears in the sun.
They end
Tales of the
up
Sun. That looks so smooth. Like that looks like Batman Arkham City
hiding
like level
Like, tears in the
cover.
to all the kids who are beating their dick off
So-
to like that old lady. You're a gentleman.
So
They have
Ghost
a-
of
they have a dual-
Tsushima
little good dual right
looks
here.
fucking
Oh,
dope. Look at
so-
the leaves. Look at that.
what?
Look
Yo,
at that.
like
Oh, look at that.
it has to be PC
Yo,
because
take
there's
that-
no way.
Take that hat off, bro. No one wore those hats back then.
Yeah, they did.
Look, if you wore that hat
did
back
when you
then,
traveled.
I would pull you aside and be like, yo, man, you need to lose that hat.
Here's the reason. The only reason they wore it is because
You need to lose
samurais
that
were
hat.
very. Remember, samurais were only.
We're very revered.
They're only in the high class. Stop being like this to me, man.
Oh, stop. Just
Yeah, they were the best warriors till people started wearing armor.
Oh
Well,
no,
they started wearing armor too.
yeah, they wore armor. It was
Yeah,
just-
make no mistake about it. Remember the World's Most Dangerous Warriors would make the Warriors fight?
Yeah.
yeah.
They did samurai versus a fucking knight, and people really thought the samurai was going to
Yeah.
beat the knight. It's like, yo, the knight wears fucking thick-ass big armor. You can't fucking
Oh
kill
no,
it.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Remember too. Like he has.
So
The
Ghost of
broadsword
Tsushima
king.
looks fucking dope. This might
What
be
the
a day
hell?
one
What's the
by.
fire? Wait,
She's
don't
like,
fuck up. What's that? Is he gonna kill her?
She looks like a Simpsons character.
Bart Simpson.
No, he gets her to join her side. I watched this trailer. He's like, "Duh, you are now
Join my
disgrace.
side.
You are a disgrace to your father and I. You must join me now."
You must join me for anal sex.
What?
Nothing.
All right, Kyle. You know about
I'm
that?
gonna-
Kyle's got sex on mind. All right.
Huh.
Sorry, boys.
All right, roll down.
Spelunky
Spelunky.
2. Fuck that game. I
skip.
don't want to talk about it.
I don't know
Fuck that
anything
game.
about Spelunky.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit in card.
Is that it?
That was it.
All right, so let's talk
All right,
about.
So hold on.
let's talk about
Is there
Nintendo.
anything else? No, we ain't talking about Nintendo. We don't talk about Nintendo on
I
here.
want to talk about one thing though. When they brought
What?
Fortnite over, I died laughing.
Anyways, we ain't talking about Nintendo on the shit. PC. Is there anything going on PC that you've seen, Spencer?
trying to
They
think.
keep pumping out all the survival games and the like games like PUBG, like the fucking battle royale games. Scum looks cool.
Scum, yeah.
Scum. We can talk a little bit about Scum.
I'm
Scum
looking
is
up
like is like a battle royale game, but you have to literally monitor everything. You have to monitor like you basically have to keep your person's autonomic nervous system in check and all that shit. Like for all you people out there that aren't educated,
So
your
let me look.
nervous
So
autonomic
Cuphead,
nervous
the
system,
delicious last course.
your fucking heart rate and shit.
That we already saw that. Oh, Crash Bandicoot's coming to the Switch. Dragon Quest.
So
Don't fucking touch
Scum
Dragon
is a
Quest.
game where you have to literally control like your dude's
Oh yeah, the
health,
Walking Dead.
how
Life
warm
Strange
he
2.
is, all that shit, and you can like get weapons. You get released out of a prison, you just kill each other on
Mhm.
a fucking island. It
Yeah,
looks dope.
but what I was gonna say is, there's Destiny. What else is there? There's the Artifact, the Dota card game. I'm
Oh,
not
don't even
excited
start.
for this.
Bull fucking shit, Kyle.
I said I'm
You're
not
fucking-
excited.
No,
Yeah.
you're a fucking liar. Because
I'm
I
not
know that
lying.
if I went over to your bedroom, you'd be in there fucking playing Dota.
I don't even
You
touch.
fucking
I
nerd.
don't even know what Dota is.
Bull fucking shit.
Nah,
It's
nah,
League of
really.
Legends, one of those
Oh
games.
really? Fucking. I hate
So
that game.
nothing anyone's looking forward to on PC.
There's a 1,000-player battle royale coming.
What's that about?
Mavericks Proving Grounds.
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh,
about that
I
game.
seen something about that. Have you seen? Have they showed gameplay or no?
I think so. But
Hold
not,
up, I'm looking
not
at
anything.
games that can't E3 PC games.
I did see. I think I seen gameplay. It didn't look.
Jesus, Anthem
didn't
and
look that
Sekiro
great.
leads Game Critics Awards Best of
Okay, hold on.
E3
Here's some gameplay,
2018
Kyle.
nominee.
Okay.
Looks kind of different. I mean, 1,000 players probably can't have the best.
1,000 players. How much did they say? How much this game's gonna be?
Oh, wait,
Looks
I think
cool.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm actually wrong. Well, they say 1,000 player.
All
I
right,
thought they
I
had-
got
were
some
gonna
stuff.
have a
Age of
400
Empires 4, Borderlands 3 was announced.
I'm not the biggest third-person shooter. I mean, I'm not.
I like it. I like playing my gun games first person.
Yeah,
to
me
be
too.
honest, but
Because this isn't really aiming. I mean, like Fortnite, you don't aim. It's not.
yeah.
Aiming.
Can you go first person? Do they say or no?
I don't know.
Or is it all going to be third person?
All right, I'm trying to find. There's Halo Infinite is coming to PC. Of course,
Yeah, a lot of the
also
games that we talked
All
about
right.
are coming to PC.
Yeah, I'm just looking
So-
for stuff. Sea of Thieves DLC. Let's not talk about Sea of Thieves just for the fact. 'cause
In closing, we have one more thing to talk about.
Star Wars.
We're going to talk about Star Wars before we leave this podcast episode.
I never watched it. Please don't tell them.
This is what I have to say. I hear rumors that there's a Star Wars MMO being made out there in the ether and all these other things, right? I'm fucking sick and tired of these guys pumping out these fucking Star Wars games. I've been talking about this with you, Kyle and Aaron, for a while. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I do love Star Wars, but I think they made so many Star Wars movies it's kind of watered it down. I don't give a shit what anyone says. You can love all these new Star Wars movies you want. The
You can
original
suck 'em off.
series of Star Wars movies were the best. Like before we were fucking born.
They're coming out with a MMORPG.
I think
I
so.
heard they're coming out with a deep RPG.
Oh, RPG.
A massive
Okay.
RPG, right? So this is what I'm going to say. let's be conservative, out of like the 20 or so legit Star Wars games that have been made, I can only think of a handful of those Star Wars games that were ever worth a damn. Star Wars Jedi Academy, Republic Commando.
Yes.
Battlefront
2?
No.
Are you counting those Battlefront
No,
games?
no,
Battlefront 2
on
original
PlayStation
Battlefront
2.
game on
That
one of those
one, yeah.
ones was good. There's Jedi Academy. The Knights of the Old Republic are fucking phenomenal. Knights of the Old Republic, the first one, if I made a top 10, is in, and I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, is in my top 10 all-time video games, right?
Nice.
And there was a couple other Star Wars games that were good. There was Jedi Academy. What was the one? Star Wars Jedi Knight. That was a good one. And there was the one where you played as Jango Fett. That was all right.
Was the one like Forces Unleashed or
Force Unleashed. I never played those ones.
It was okay. Oh, excuse me, my throat fucked. It was. I thought it was an okay game. I played it, but I didn't really like it, just for the fact that it's just like any other fucking cookie cutter third person. You linear path kind of thing. You make it look like it's open where it's not.
All right. Well, this is what I got to say. I'm sick of these fucking devs making these half-ass Star Wars games and making all these Star Wars fucking shooters.
Fuck EA.
Yo, Battlefront, EA, Battlefront suck dick. Then you guys put a fucking fresh paint of coat over Battlefront 2 in a fucking 2-hour campaign mode and go, oh, here's your fucking campaign mode. I was told that was a fucking massive pile of shit. I didn't even need to play it. I watched the fucking gameplay of it. That game was fucking garbage.
I
don't want
beta and I
anyone
said
making a
it's garbage.
fucking Star Wars game unless you're. Star Wars has such a rich, deep, massive story to tell.
Yeah, did you
There's
know
so
that
many-
Count Dooku actually was? The Sith Lords.
Hold on.
Them things are actually like.
Listen, there's so many fucking people to talk about. There's so many people with stories. It's a rich franchise, and these dudes keep pumping out these shit ass first person shooters.
I
I'm
think
fucking
they should
tired
make an
of it.
RPG though.
Yeah, they need to make a deep fucking RPG. Like I'm talking like Witcher scale
They
RPG.
do have an
They need
MMORPG. That's pretty bad.
The best Star Wars game ever made was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That
Yeah.
game was made on fucking original Xbox. And they haven't made a really good Star Wars game since then. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
They know people are
Academy
gonna
and
buy
Jedi
'em.
Knight was dope.
They know people are gonna buy them because it's the
Yeah,
biggest
they know,
thing in the world.
that's what's so shitty about it. Fuck you, EA. Don't fucking make another Star Wars game unless it's a fucking badass RPG. Not online. I'm talking Star Wars. Fucking create your own character. Fucking get after it. Tatooine. Fucking banging droids. Fucking Twi'leks in the fucking cantina. All that shit. I'm fucking tired of you guys fucking sullying. You know what? I'm happy they stopped making Lord of the Rings games. Because Spencer and I loved those dope Lord of the Rings games where you could fucking play 2-player, battle against the orcs and shit. But I'm happy they stopped. And obviously, with Lord of the Rings, there's not much to go off of anymore. It's not as deep of a franchise as Star Wars is because it's outer space. But I'm happy they stopped making Lord of the Rings games. Fucking get your shit together, devs. Don't make me fucking
Sucks
come
they
down
can't
there,
make them
okay?
on these consoles.
Here's
though.
the thing. I
Yeah,
have
don't
to
make
say,
me fucking come down there. You put another fucking half-ass game. I'm driving my Subaru through one of your buildings.
Here's what I have to say real quick because just to build off you. Stop, EA. I'm going to ask you a question. I know you're money grubbing pigs that are just disgusting. I
tell
fucking
him,
hate
Kyle.
you.
Fuck the free
I
world.
hope you fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about all that, but
Okay, we're
don't
gonna
take it too
cut that
far. It's
out.
just video games, bro.
It is. Yeah, but here's what I have to say. They tarnished a really great story.
They're destroying Star
They're
Wars.
destroying it. Yeah, because here's the thing. Just the fact that because here's the thing. Lucas didn't give a shit when he sold. He's like, fuck it, I'm done.
I'm dying.
Like,
Like,
I don't know. I'm
old.
still alive somehow. I just want to die with my wife. But then you have Disney who owns it too. They're like, fuck it, give it to EA. We don't care. Who cares? Like, let them fucking do whatever they want. Because here's the thing. No, the licensing. There's no like. Here's the thing. They could change all the characters. Say, like instead of Boba Fett, it's Tina Wanu.
Whatever.
But
Fuck
like,
that.
it's just.
Give the properties to CD Projekt Red. They'll fucking do it up dirty. I'm done with the Star Wars talk. I just want to get that out of the way. I'm sick of these guys making these shit ass Star Wars games. They're fucking
just-
sullying
You ever heard of LJN?
how great Star Wars can be. What about it?
You ever heard of LJN?
Who the fuck is that?
LJN is a company back in the 1990s where they would literally pump out like movie games, movie titles.
Fuck LGN.
Yeah, they were awful.
Is there any final thoughts? Anything you guys want to say? About any games or anything we didn't touch on or anything you guys want to get out there?
All I have to say is I'm very excited for what's coming for Metro.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know what? Do you want
Fucking
me?
nerd.
Shut up. You're a nerd too.
Yeah,
Don't tell
I ain't
me
a
that.
fucking kid.
I'm
Hey,
only
guess
looking.
what?
I know grown-ass men at work that are so excited for fucking Kingdom Hearts. I'm like,
Well, they probably played it when they were
what?
little kids.
They probably play when they were younger.
Anyways, I'm done talking about
But,
Kingdom Hearts. Anything you got, Spence?
I'm just waiting for Call of Duty and 2K.
Call of Duty and
That's all I
2K,
play.
yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for fucking FIFA, the new
Oh, yeah,
FIFA
FIFA.
game. I can't wait for that.
Madden's trash.
Didn't they,
Well,
like-
they're going to be doing a bunch of different things. Apparently,
Aren't they
they're
giving away
putting
the game for free?
word is the new Madden game. It's going to be more creative depth. There's going to be draft classes, which I'm a franchise whore, so that's what me and Adam do. FIFA, there's a lot of things in the GM mode they need to address. But other than that, can't wait for FIFA. I'm going to make Lindsay buy it for my birthday. Perks of having a girlfriend. So yeah, next week, not next week, later on this week, we're going to be starting our little breakdown we're going to go division by division and break down every division in the NFL. The state of the teams, who they've added,
I will not
who
be here
they
for
let
that,
go.
'cause I have
Kyle
no
won't be
idea.
there for that because he doesn't do sports. We're going to have Anton back and probably my little cousin Darren and me, Spencer, and the guys. We're going to sit down and we're going to hash out. We're going to do the AFC East first. And then we'll probably get into like the dominoes that have fallen with the guys, everyone, LeBron to the Lakers. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about like, the next stage of the World Cup and things like that. Kyle,
It's up.
plug what you got? Twitter,
Big UFC
Instagram.
card though.
big UFC card coming
Uh-huh.
up. We're gonna break that down too. That's the most important thing.
So I'm just gonna say my plug. So I'm just gonna plug my stuff in. If you want to talk to me, just follow me at Twitter at realkyle_Lapine. And then
Not the
if you
fake-
want to
not
watch
the
me
fake one,
play
he's real.
games and suck at them, total dick. Follow me on my Twitch at 886 Supernova. I stream once in a while. I'm trying to get back. My friends gotta help me set it all up again, so it looks like a legit stream. And
I still need to do that shit too. I actually got people following me, so I gotta fucking edit my
so
shit.
I know no one follows me, but still, it'd be interesting if you guys follow me because guess what? I like friends. Woo!
Hawkeye,
Other than that-
that's Hawkeye by the way. Hashtag Hawkeye.
No, I don't got nothing.
Oh, you don't want people to follow you on social media.
Nah, I don't got nothing.
He actually
Dude.
doesn't have any social media. Isn't that weird?
What?
You got a Twitch?
I got Twitch.
Say
How
Twitch.
the-
Spend_.
See,
See
here's
me,
the thing.
see me carrying D sometimes.
Spend_.
Dude.
And you guys can find me on Twitch and Twitter at The Big Piece.
I'm going to tell you all
That's-
now, I'm going to go start following this guy here.
That's capital THA, capital BIG, capital PIECE, The Big Piece on Twitter and Twitch. Soon we're going to upload these episodes to SoundCloud. So you guys will find me on SoundCloud. Once we upload them to SoundCloud, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how to find the SoundCloud, and I'll be putting links on my social media. And that's it, guys. We'll holla at you. We're going to be out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.